Go ahead. Open it. Oh, we need to do this real quick. Sorry. There we go. So, Mario, we're on our way. Are you scared? Oh, I guess not. Okay. So, immediate transition. I could probably make up some lore for this section, but I always find it interesting that there's a barren desert immediately next to a haunted woods. And both happen to be the territory of the Boos. Oh yeah, so these guys. Hyper Goombas actually kind of suck. Especially if you're not ready for them. I'm actually going to demonstrate why. That's Boo's attack, by the way. Or Bo's attack, excuse me. So Hyper Goombas, Hyper Enemies in general, are called that because they have the ability to do that. This is a Hyper Goomba. Hyper Goombas are crazy, uncivilized Goombas living in Gusty Gulch. They have an attack power of 1, however they sometimes charge their power before attacking. The charged attack hits for 8, so watch out when they start to glow. It's a good idea to use Bo or an item to become transparent, because otherwise it hits for 8, which is hits like a truck in a game like this. And of course, as per usual, the enemies of an area are designed to match the partner you get for an area. In this case, there's a lot of enemies here that aren't really all that strong, but will occasionally hit you extremely hard. Hence the need for Bo. Bo's ability basically turns you in translucent, so you know the attack goes through you. Hello, Hazardous, Myron, Cat Muffins, and Linkensky. What's up, guys? I mean, yes, Hazardous, I have heard about the Area 51 thing, although I've mostly just been rolling my eyes at it. Oh, Lady Bo, what a surprise seeing you. You know, your ladyship, you really shouldn't come around here. It's dangerous. Tubba Blubba could come here at any time. I have the filter set wrong. There we go. I know. I came here to teach that Tubba Blubba a lesson. Bring him on! When was the last time he came through here? Why, just yesterday, lady. It was horrible. He... Ugh, this time he ate Herbert. Oh, it was gruesome. Poor Herbert. He was so dark and depressing. What a terrific boo. Oh no, not Herbert. Oh, Tubba Blubba, he must be stopped. Listen, everyone, don't fear. We're on our way to defeat this Tubba Blubba once and for all. That monster's eaten his last boo meal. Oh, lady, your bravery is inspiring, but you know he's called the Invincible Tubba Blubba, right? Please be careful, okay? Hello, Shihali, Cloud of the Stars, and Zero. What's up, guys? Hello, Ginger. I should say Ginger Overseer, because we have another Ginger. He's a boo who lives in Gusty Gulch. He's in love with Bo. If he can occasionally see Bo, his life is complete. Gee, thanks for telling everyone there. God. Psst, buddy. Did you know you can walk slowly and stealthily by moving the control stick only a little bit? You can use this technique to walk quietly and avoid waking sleeping people. Hint, hint! You gotta watch out when you fight Hyper Goombas. They charge up their attack power and then unleash it. Yeah, I know. So Hazardous wants me to do this. So everyone, this is because of Hazardous. I just want you to know that. Actually, I've already seen that, but... there we go. Oop, I already talked to him. I had a friend who escaped from Tubba Blubba's castle the other day. He said The key to solving the mystery is in the innermost room. Pay attention to the heart and body, and then don't! And then just as he was finishing, Tubba Blubba ate him. I wonder what the rest of his message was. Alright, let's get Bo back out. Oh, hello. Boo, I guess. Sorry. Poor effort. I had a weird dream last night. The dream voice said, "Sometimes you must turn and run away. You must run until you reach the tower with the spinning vanes." Okay, there's one thing I don't really like about this chapter. It's the only thing I don't like about this chapter. Keeping in mind this is basically one of my favorite chapters. They spell out the answer to the solution here way too much. Like, I get that they don't want the player to be stuck, and in fact, if they gave no hints whatsoever, this would actually be bad, because Tubba Blubba really is invincible, and you really do fight him. You actually have to run away from him. But they spell it out so hard. Like, it's like, okay, you need to run. You need to run. You need to run to the veil. You need to encounter the thing and get the key from the innermost chamber, and you need to sneak through, and you need to have Bo to go invisible, excuse me. But anyways, now it's about time we meet the invincible Tubba Blubba. Tubba Blubba's, everyone hide! Lady Bo, you have to hide Mario. Everything's cool, lady. He can't see you. There's no way Tubba Blubba can see you right now. Looks yummy. I needed a snack. A little tangy, but good. Oh, Stanley. Oh, the horror of it all. So now we see what Tubba Blubba's like. Now, the funny thing is, they're boos, so he's eating them, but not permanently. Like, he can't digest them. So they're just basically hanging around in his stomach. Which could be considered to be worse, but yeah. This also becomes a direct reference in Chapter 3 of Paper Mario 2, but we'll talk about that when we get there. Well, hello, Max Time. And I don't know if there's a cool dude named Lore around here. But I know you guys are cool dudes, so I'll definitely say thanks for you guys being cool. I mean, I've had a grand total of 1 detractor on the Witcher 3 run so far. That's astonishing, really. Yeah, honestly, let's just run from this one. Yeah, as in someone who's like, "Rah." You know what I mean. Surely you know what I mean. Thank you, Ginger Overseer. Now I have 2 detractors. I was worried we weren't going to hit the quota there. Yeah, honestly, these are not worth fighting. Even if I needed the experience, this is not the place to get it. Let's just move on. Hey, Zeiss. We've reached the top of Gusty Gulch. The building is Tubba Blubba's castle, isn't it? The land here's totally barren. Was it always like this? Well, no. And then the boos moved in. And then the land went to barrenness because the boos don't need food. And this, I mean, do you get it? In other words, the haunted forest is where the nobility of the boos live, and the Gusty Gulch is where the common folk of the boos live. But both are still, it's not like they're living in poverty. This is actually a good thing for them. They're boos. So they like living in places like this. This is prime real estate for them. And as mentioned earlier, this is part of the Mushroom Kingdom, so these are basically boos who settled here. So what probably happened is the boos settled, and then the land just kind of slowly rotted away because they wanted it to. You know, the dirt went fallow, you know what I mean? So yes, this is Tubba Blubba's castle. Now, there are several things to keep in mind when it comes to Tubba Blubba's castle, and that's the first one. I wasn't actually going to show that off yet, but there you go. That's the first thing about them. Now, you can actually outpace those. I just didn't do that properly. You can also use bow. But as you can see, if you're quick enough... Yeah. So, this is the theme. So, you'll notice this is now the third section of this chapter, which makes it one of the most flexed out chapters so far. Or fleshed out, excuse me. God, I can't talk. First we had the forest, which was a maze. Then we had the Gulch, which was very heavy combat because it was all hyper enemies. Then we have this area, which is the stealth section. Basically, the idea here is to not be detected by anything present. So, for example, even these guys, if you walk past them, you see they don't wake up. And, of course, there's the wall masters. Well, originally I wasn't using any cheats, but then I realized that I really should. I mean, this is a Lorerun, and I mean, I know the gameplay of this game. You know? It'd be like reviewing FF6's gameplay with cheats on. I think I got this. Anyways, long and the short of it is, the cheats we're using are max HP, max MP, and max badge points. We could just use max MP, but, I mean, screw it, right? Also, you notice this whole place has a vibe of being like a giant's castle. Which is, of course, a deliberate aesthetic choice. But yes, Zeiss is referring to wall masters. They're a long-standing Zelda thing. They've, in fact, been around since Zelda 1, unfortunately. Oh, right, I don't have it yet. God, wake up, Laura. Excuse me. These guys are actually decently easy to beat, and very good experience, by the way. So... Now, the interesting thing about them is this is the first time we see a variable enemy. So they've got the maces, so I can't jump on them right now. This is Clubba. Clubbas are the main guards of Tubba Blubba's castle. Attack power 3. They sleep on the job and walk very slowly, blah blah blah. So they're just... I swear these guys are a variable mob. They're just not showing it off. Because of course they aren't. Why would they? Well, anyways, we'll see a lot more variable mobs later. The idea of a variable mob is they can actually change whether they can be attacked from the front or from the top. And that's going to be a very common element in Paper Mario 2. I did a little looking into it, by the way. And as much as I don't like to say it's not my fault, it's the game's, it apparently really is not my fault. It is actually the game's, or more accurately, the emulators. Apparently it has trouble properly doing the 20 frames a second thing for Paper Mario. And I am not the only one running into this exact same issue. So in short, the timing is literally off for the emulating, for the action commands. I still suck, but it's nice to know that it's not just me, you know what I mean? We will power a bow. Hello, Arceus. Arceus, excuse me. What's up? Arceus, listen to me. God. You know, I actually tried to go to bed early last night, just to try and be a little more cognizant today. Hey, what's up? Oh, you're Mario. Nice place, huh? As a matter of fact, I came to this castle with my friends to try and find Tubba Blubba's weak point. We managed to find out there's something important hidden in Tubba Blubba's room on the highest floor. Once I got separated from my friends, I just had to hide. But you could go. First you need to get to the uppermost floor, then keep going until you find his room. If you happen to run into Tubba Blubba, don't, I repeat, don't fight him. He's invincible, really. That is, if you're paying attention, the third time they have told us that. So, the cheat's actually working in a weird way. In fact, it shouldn't be working this way unless it's still on. Nope. That's kind of strange. Well, we'll see next time. Because, yeah. It should be resetting back to 15 and 10 right now, and it's not. Well, whatever. We can always set it back to 99 if we set it down to... if we overflow. Oh, cool, Platonia. Do you have the channel name? Well, I have a save state back when I started today. I think I'm going to deliberately not overwrite that, just in case. How long is that going on, Platonia, do you know? What did I miss? I can't do that. I can't do that. But that's an N64 game, right? If so, I'll be playing it this way. Because, duh. I mean, I don't mean to overemphasize this point, but it is an absolute pain in the arse to hook up the N64 to my screen. I've done it before. I can't go that way because I don't have the boots yet. God, am I actually turned around? This way led to that, right? Yeah, I did. Oh, the Xbox. That helps me so much. All I have to do is go buy an Xbox to... Yeah, no. Sorry. I'm in a snarky mood. Don't mind me. Good morning, Tesoro. Did I not? I also do not have a 360. Or an Xbone. Yeah, I've never owned any Xbox console. By fortune, I was able to borrow a friend's copy. Is my timing just terrible? Is that all this is? There we go. Jesus. So earlier I came here and tried to do the double jump, and it didn't work. And I was like, oh, I must not have the boots yet. That would explain why I was so lost, because I do have the boots and it just wasn't working because I'm a moron. I'd like to blame the time... Actually, you know what? This is faster. I should just blame the timing again. It's the timing's fault, not mine. Seriously, though, that took way too many attempts to get that. Although, I'm not sure why. Now, see, what I usually do for this, as I'm successfully doing it now, is I have an audio cue. There's a specific point in the jump where it's like, aha, that's when you're supposed to hit it again. Because if you do it too soon, see, nothing happens. But that's not the game, that's just my fault for forgetting the timing. Nope. So that's one of the harder ones to dodge. I'm actually a little impressed that I managed that. We're not even going to try with this one, because he's much harder. Much easier to just go ahead and use bow there. Yeah, they spend a lot of conditioner on it, Ginger Overseer. Hi, Adam. Did I say hi, Adam? I am really out of it right now. You can kind of see how the puzzles are getting slightly more challenging as we go through this. More complex, at least. Oh, I'm super behind on levels. I'm at least 2 levels behind. Which may not sound like a lot, but in this game, 2 levels is a big chunk. Well, enjoy dinner, Myron. And if you don't, heaven help you. So, Paper Mario introduced this concept. Oh, wait. That's actually the wrong thing, sorry. Well, I suppose that's another thing to talk about. So one of the most common strategies that everyone knows about in the Paper Mario series is you get these badges that increase your damage the lower in health you are. Until you get to the point where you are basically level 1. And... actually, no, here, we'll bring up bow. And by level, I mean HP. So the lower in HP you are, the more powerful you are, basically. And how powerful that is depends on the specific game in question. But even in this game, you could get to the point of basically doing 15 damage a swing, with the downside of the fact that you're at 1 HP to do so. Now, it's a great option, and it's a very valid strategy, and it's also much harder to pull off than it sounds, and it requires a pretty specific setup, and you have to know your reaction commands very, very well in order to be able to withstand it. Because if you fail to block or you fail to double hit, then you are screwed. So in this game, Venters, to answer your question, levels give you the ability to raise your HP by 5, your MP by 5, or your badge points by 3. And that's it. That's actually the only thing levels give you. However, each of those is a huge jump in overall power level. An additional 5 HP means you can withstand multiple additional attacks. An additional 5 MP means you can usually use multiple additional attacks. And, of course, 3 additional badge points gives you far more customization options. You'll notice, by the way, these enemies are giving me 20 experience for killing 4 of them. It's 5 experience a pop. That shows you how underleveled I am. Because as I pointed out before, you get more experience the lower level you are relative to the enemy. Am I cheating this run? Well, I have 99 HP and 99 MP, Tigzar. Which is not actually possible in the vanilla game. What's this? I smell something very fishy. Oh gosh, wait. Where did he go? Where did he go? So this room kind of sucks if you fail at it. It's also good experience, though, if you deliberately fail at it. You'll notice this is actually the most enemies in a single screen in the entire game to date, and possibly in the entire game period. Usually you have 1 or 2, as I've pointed out this entire time. And it's a room where it's entirely optional, and it's mostly there for the bonus exp if you want to. But yeah, he is straight up invincible right now. That is the whole shtick. Point in fact, his invincibility even takes into account things like, for example, if at this point in the game you can have access to things that lower the enemy's defense, doesn't do anything. That's a good question. Does Fire Emblem do the 100x per level thing? I mean, it would make sense since this was made by the Fire Emblem team. So, I mean...
I might be in trouble. That star spirit ran away, and now I think someone suspicious is in the castle. I sure don't want to make King Bowser mad. He's scary. He did make me invincible, but if I screw up, he might change me back to normal.
By the way, notice the extremely conspicuous patch on his chest.
Time for beauty rest.
Ultimate stealth mission engaged. Hi there, I'm Yaki, a faithful and chatty follower of Master Tubba Blubba. My very important job is to guard his valuables. But you don't look like Master Tubba Blubba at all. That means you've come here to steal me the magical key that unlocks the door to Windy Mill at the foot of the Gusty Gulch. And furthermore, your goal is to find out if there's a secret inside of Windy Mill? Yeah. You're a very honest person, aren't you? Yep, Master Tubba Blubba, thief!
What's all this noise? 5 more minutes, Mom.
Okay, so for this whole section, pretty much as soon as we leave this room, he's going to actually start chasing us. Anytime he catches us, we'll be forced into a combat encounter, which we cannot win. All we can do is run away from it. FF8 reference. He does, however, and this is one of the first times they do this, he prevents us from having to backtrack the whole way by basically skipping us down to the entrance to the castle. So, thanks! Now, if you just move at a normal pace... Well, basically, he'll catch you. I'm going to not do that. As you can kind of see there. This is probably the one time in the game where having the extra fast spin badge is gameplay useful. At last, we've arrived at Tubba Blubba's castle. You ready, everyone? Be brave. We must do all we can to help Lady Bo. But what can we do? This is no time to lose our nerve, fellow boos. Our dear lady is fighting against Tubba Blubba himself. We mustn't hesitate.
I'm back here.
Hi. Hold the door! Sorry. What's that noise? Tubba Blubba's chasing you? He's right on the other side of the door? What? You might be able to find out Tubba Blubba's weak point. Oh, of course, the windmill. This is the 5th time we've told you about this. You must hurry. Run as fast as you can to Windy Mill. We must hold Tubba Blubba here. It's too dangerous. He's a madman. He'll eat every last one of you.
Why won't this door open?
I don't know how long we can keep holding this. Don't worry about us. Go, for all our sakes. Don't hold back.
I smell delicious ghosts. Open the door.
So I'm going to spoil something minor for you. He eventually does break through that door, and then he starts chasing you again. Now, I say that's a minor spoiler, because that means he ate all those ghosts. So I guess that's not a spoiler so much as a, well, that's horrible. Oh yeah, hang on, we can talk to these as we go. Just keep going to them. You'll see it before you reach Boom Mansion. Huh? Tubba Blubba's coming? No! Some boos just went to help you. What happened to them? They got eaten. They just kind of stay in his belly, Geludo. They're literally 0 calorie. Tubba Blubba's behind you. No, I don't want to be eaten. You what? You discovered Tubba Blubba's secret? Now he's chasing you? Oh no, I've got to hide. Tubba Blubba's coming. Ah! Oh, the Windy Mill? It's just over there. Look how blasé they are here. Alright, so Windy Mill. Now, I'll go ahead and admit, this is the first boss in the game that gave me trouble playing legitimately. Oh, I was asked that yesterday, Baron, and I came up with like 7 answers. There's so many good species I love in this game, or in this franchise. So, I can't name just one. God damn it. Oh, whatever, she'll finish it off. So, what I find most amusing about this chapter is Tubba Blubba is not actually the last boss of this chapter. No entry allowed. No, the actual boss, the real boss fight of this chapter is the fight I'm about to fight. And, as I said before, he's the first time this game actually gave me trouble. So we'll see how I do this time with cheats on. Probably going to be okay. Probably because of the cheats. By the way, I decided to look into how you get to level 27. It's a complete pain. Like, you have to min-max your experience the entire way up and use bosses to get yourself the last few levels. Really, no entry allowed. Absolutely no entry allowed. So here's the actual boss. Who are you? What? Mario? Did someone tell you I'm the secret strength of Tubba Blubba? No. Someone spilled the beans that the Tubba Blubba in the castle's just a shell, and I'm controlling it from here. No. Ah, you can't trust anybody. I can't let you out of here knowing the secret of my invincible body. Sorry, but here we go. So yeah, he's a frickin' nobody. From Kingdom Hearts. He's straight up a nobody. And now we're about to fight his heart. I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but every major boss in this entire game actually has a unique song for it. Which is really cool in my opinion. I'm gonna do this great attack. It's impossible to avoid. I just have to prepare a bit, so hang on for a second. Now, I'm actually going to deliberately get hit by this because I can withstand it, just to show off part of the difficulty of this fight. But this is another you have to use boo fight, basically. Or bow, excuse me. This is Tubba's heart. You might say it's the heart of Tubba's secret. Ha! Okay, that wasn't funny. 50 HP, 6 attack power. He has a terrible attack, so hide when he tells you he's about to unleash it. This attack will take away 12 HP. So in other words, if I was playing legitimately right now, I would have 15 HP. To give you a little bit of perspective there. This is, once again, I hate to praise this again, but this is another reason why I love the shrunk numbers. But the fact that a 12 HP attack is a gargantuan attack, I love that. Bam! Actually, yeah, I think I will, Shihali. I don't even remember how much that one hits for. I mean, I can withstand it. Hopefully. Yeah, it just misses, Baron. They just go right through you. And you don't take 12 damage. I think the only 2 enemies in this game surpass 15 damage. The Master and Bowser. I know Bowser has a 20 HP attack, which just... Oh. Of course, Bowser also has, like, what, 10 different attacks? He has a lot of stuff he can do to you. Oh, I'm hurting. I have to get out of here. Hey, get back here. What the hell? Hang on. Gosh darn it. It's time to reunite.
Oh yeah, now I'm feeling good. My heart and body united, there's no way to beat me.
Now this is actually a fun fight. So he has 10... Well, here, I'll just show you. This is Tubba Blubba, now reunited with his heart. He is finally his true self. Max HP 10, attack power 4, defense power 0, probably? Basically, he still hits very hard. As he mentions here, he has a hip attack, which can hit for 6. But I actually like this because he only has 10 HP. Which at this point in the game is a joke for us. In fact, if I hadn't wasted a turn tattling, I would have already beaten him. You know, straight glass cannon. So let's see what happens when I level. Okay.
Oh, with my heart and body united, I'm not invincible anymore. Now I'm back to not invincible Tubba Blubba. That's so lame. I give up. Look, I'll give back all the ghosts I ate.
See?
Hang on. There we go. Okay. I'm actually a really sensitive guy trapped in a huge body. I don't want to be invincible anymore if it means I have to fight guys like you.
Serves you right. And everyone who got eaten has safely returned. Hooray! But I guess I'd better tell everyone not to scare old Tubba Blubba anymore. We used to love scaring him night and day because he was such a coward. Oh well, we're not sorry for it. Scaring folks is what ghosts do, so boo on him. Ah! Besides, that was a pretty invigorating experience. I've never felt so full of excitement before. And it was also a good learning experience. I think I'd better experience some more of the outside world. So I think I'll accompany you a little longer. Is that okay, Mario? Of course it's okay, right? Done. You're so lucky to be able to travel with me. Here you go. I'm giving you back the Star Spirit, as I promised. Bootler, step to it. Come over here. Here, Mario. He's free now. I would say Goombella, personally, Shadow Machine. Oh, they all are, Tigzar. Although there's a very funny one I plan to show off on camera. But we won't get to that for a few days. I believe the Shy Guys are next. After solving the secret of the invincible Tubba Blubba, Mario and the party set free Star Spirit's Scholar. Now with Tubba Blubba just a bad dream, the Boos are free to haunt to their heart's content. Even the lonely wind echoing through Gusty Gulch seems to be celebrating the victory. At least for now. With the newest party member, Bo, in tow, Mario and friend are ready to take on their next challenge. Gotcha, Shihali. Well, I'll still show it off, or at least try to. But first, Metal Gear Peach. Metal Solid... I don't know, whatever. Alright, let's figure it out. Let's eavesdrop. Let's sneak out. Let's do stuff. Yeah. Death and power. Glory to the Lich King. It depends on its application, Tigzar. Oh god, Bow? I'm already having enough trouble not calling her Boo. No good reason for it, I'm having trouble not calling her Boo. So...
No, it can't be. No, no, no! Explain that again, slowly.
Your wretchedness, I keep trying to tell you. Tubba Blubba was defeated by Mario.
Well, that's just strange, because you told me he was invincible! How can you beat someone who's invincible?
Stop.
Stupid Mario. I guess maybe he found out the secret that made Tubba Blubba not quite so invincible. Then he beat him. I despise Mario. Really?
Your filthiness, we have to come up with another tactic, and quickly. Mario will most likely go to the Shy Guy's toy box next. Okay, so it is Shy Guy.
Yeah, so we should prepare something there for his arrival. I won't be satisfied just having him beaten up anymore. What we need to do is find Mario's weak point and completely humiliate him. Yeah.
I actually answered that question yesterday's Venters, but the long and the short of it is there are basically 3 timelines in the Marioverse. This is... technically it's closer to 5, but the Mario RPGs are their own continuity. They take elements from the other Mario games, but they establish their own continuity. Kami Koopa, you gotta find what Mario hates and,
For the love of... Why is Princess Peach here? What is wrong with those guards? No, wait, hang on. This is actually good timing. My mischievous little princess. We're just discussing the weak points of our mutual friend, Mario. So, Princess Peach, what do you know about his weaknesses, huh? And listen, you must be honest. Which one of these things does Mario hate the most? So we can go with a Goomba, a Clubba, or a Mushroom. We'll go with a Goomba for this one. I see. Excellent. Is there another thing that fills him with dread? Fuzzies, Hammer Brothers. By the way, this is actually the first time... If you pick Hammer Bros, this is the first time you can fight a Hammer Brothers. And they are rough. As I said before, Hammer Brothers and Koopa Trolls are 2 of the hardest enemies in the entire game. We're, of course, going to go Thunder Rage. Good, good. And how about these things? Which of these does he hate? Pokey, the Koopa Troll, I just mentioned that. Or a soda. Oh, excellent. Perfect. Thanks, Princess. Be sure Mario can't avoid these things that he hates. We'll beat him for sure. Did you get all that, Cammy? Get going, immediately. I'm not sure we can entirely trust what the princess tells us about Mario's weak points, but I'll do as you say. Of course you will. My tactics are brilliant. They're pure art. By the way, Platty, if we ever do a Paper Mario 1 theater, I want you to audition for Kami Koopa. So, Kami Koopa, have Princess Peach taken back to her room immediately. Finally, we will witness the end of Mario at last! Guards, attention! Take Princess Peach back to her room at once. Not again. You know, she can just walk. It's not that hard. Oh well, let's go to the Shy Guy toy box, shall we? Excuse me. Hello again, Mario. I knew you could do it. I don't know how to thank you. I knew it was the right decision to ask you to help us. You're a great man. I was actually about to ask why you repeated that, Shihali. Now that I'm free, I can help you. Ha! You gained Super Doom, the Death Doom. You can kill everyone in the universe, but only by half. Mario can now use Star Storm, a new star power, which is really, really strong, by the way. Even though you can only unleash it every so often because it takes all 3 star points you have until this point, Starstorm hits like a truck and is typeless damage, so it's piercing. Unfortunately, Bowser's life force seems to be getting stronger all the time.
Most likely it's the Star Rod giving him more power. We're not even sure if he's noticing or not, but there's no question it's making him stronger than before. Okay, I gotta pause to mention something. For the longest time, I thought this was a story point, and I was always weirded out that it was never followed through on. It turns out this is actually a gameplay story integration comment. Because the idea is that Bowser at the beginning of the game and Bowser at the end of the game have very different stats. This is the in-lore explanation for why the Bowser at the end of the game has much higher stats. So, we'll have to be much more careful in the coming trials. Ah, I'm sorry to leave, but I must go back to Starhaven. The other Star Spirits are waiting for me there. Oh, and if you could, please keep it a secret I got lost in Forever Forest. Thanks, Mario. Bye! No, I agree. In hindsight, it makes perfect sense. It's just, as a kid, I was like, why is this... But they never did anything with that, except they totally did. So the other continuity, the other main continuities, the easiest way to consider it is 2D, 3D, RPG. That's the simplest way to divide the three continuities. Every other game, even in the Gaiden games, sits on one of those three continuities. There's usually some inferences or direct parallels which kind of tell you which one it's in. Someone earlier mentioned that Mario Party 5, I think, is directly connected to the RPGs because of its connection to the Paper Mario series, for example. No! Ah, bugs! Get them off me! I'm lost in a freaky forest. So scared. Ah! Oh, Mario. Oh, thank you. Boy, are you unlucky to have run into me again. Why, it's Junior Troopa. Have you been crying? Did you get lost in there? Hey, shut up. I'm not a lost child. I'm your worst nightmare. Here comes the pain train. Don't think I'm as vulnerable as I was before. Check this out. More power! Haha, yeah, that's right. Say, like the new improved Junior Troopa. Whoops, that's... God dang it. Not the first time I've had that problem. Whatever. We'll tattle next round. Let's try that again. It's Junior Trooper. I can't get enough of this guy. Little guy get lost in the big bad forest. Max HP 40, attack power 5, defense power 1. Apparently he's grown wings so he can fly now. He'll have to jump to reach him. He's a bit stronger, so it may be worth it to use any items you have to attack him. Oh, the fourth fight is fantastic, but we'll get there. He is referenced in Paper Mario 2, although it is just a reference. Yeah, this timing issue is one of the biggest reasons I don't feel bad about cheating. I'm just getting hit by everything. It probably doesn't help that I keep unconsciously doing the Paper Mario 2 timing, which is actually substantially different and more involved. Here it's one button press. In Paper Mario 2, that would have been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 button presses in order to do that particular attack I just did. And that would have been 3 button presses. You'll see what I mean when we get there. When we give Paper Mario 2 all the pluses. I'm barely kidding about that. We are going to be giving so many pluses to that game. No! Darn it, darn it, darn it, darn it! There we go. Oh, I made it out of the forest. Oh, I could kiss this ground. Oh, it won't get as many story plus as Hazardous, but gameplay, I'm pretty sure it'll beat Witcher 3. This game might beat Witcher 3 in gameplay. Which I just realized, it's an interesting thing to say that out loud like that, but I mean, I stand by it, so whatever. Oh no, my favorite frying pan, no! They stole Tasty's frying pan! What kind of monsters? Oh, hello there, hon. Thank you for coming to visit, but I'm afraid I can't cook right now. I'm so sorry. My dear old frying pan was stolen by a shy guy. It really burns me up. Now that's an interesting question, Ginger Overseer. So let me answer basically by saying no. I have done plenty of voice acting over the years, but it's always been for like local stuff, or friends, or indie projects, or for myself. The closest I've done to professional voice acting is on my own show. You actually don't have to run around stopping all these shy guys. I'm just kind of showing off. The music's all weird because the shy guys are running amok right now.
Get your hands off my calculator.
No. Sorry, bud. Had to close up shop. Some idiot shy guy stole my calculator. Can you believe that? I need that thing to calculate sales, bud. I'm not a genius. When I find that little punk. Shy Guys are awesome. Shy Guys and Koopas are probably my two favorite races in Mario. If I had to narrow it down to just two. Oh, it's you, Mario. Well, it's fortunate timing. The town seems to be pretty active today, but it's none of my concern. I had a dream last night, and another oracle spoke to me. Its voice was heavenly. If you keep going around and around the red palm tree in the distant desert town of Dry Outpost, something good will happen, said the voice in my dream. Doesn't seem to make any sense at all to me. In fact, thinking about it makes me so uneasy I can't sleep at night. If you find out what it means, please tell me. Yeah, sure. How many Koopa Troopas have been beaten up by Mario? It's shameful. Shy Guy invasion. Robbing rogues run roughshod. A squad of scurrilous Shy Guys has beset Toad Town, leaving our fair citizens in a daze. The thefts are too numerous to name here, but suffice it to say residents are urged to guard their possessions. It's still unclear where the Shy Guys are hiding out. We'll post news as it breaks. Yes, Shy Guys are one of many creatures that came over from Super Mario Bros. 2. Bombs came from that too, consequently. A Shy Guy just stole a bag full of undelivered letters. I'm sure there were tons of important letters in that bag. Bills, cards, packages, AOL discs. What are we going to do? Of course, that's not a thing nowadays. No, nowadays it's the endless coupon packs, am I right? I don't know about you guys, but where I live, and indeed where I have lived for the last 6 years, as in different places, but each place I've lived at, if you go to like the mailbox area, there's a giant trash bag or trash can just right there that's just designed for people to throw away all the junk mail into. It usually fills up every week. Well, we already know how Shy Guys sound, Baron. I don't know if I could do the voice, but it's like meow, meow. We hear them in the Mario Karts. Tee-hee-hee, welcome to Shy Guy's shop. Too bad I'm not going to sell anything to you, Mario. But I want to buy stuff. But can I buy a POW block? No? Fine then! I don't know, Blue Walrus. Asking me? It depends on the specific game, Shihali. No, my dictionary! I don't even know what that is, Dream Whisperer. So I suppose that answers your question. No, we have a giant trash can. That's what we have here. A Shy Guy stole my dictionary. Please get it back from him. I'm losing IQ points. Anyways, Dream Whisperer asks, what's the story behind Shy Guys? Truth be told, we don't really have much of a behind-the-scenes answer for them. Some people suspect they were designed based on one of the things at the festival they were designed for. I don't remember the name of the festival right now, please forgive me. But when they were making Doki Doki Panic, or No Doki Doki, whatever the hell that stupid game is called, it was being done for a specific event. And a lot of the creatures in that game were designed, modeled after things about that event. However, I've never seen anything actually corroborating the idea that Shy Guys are one of those things. And given that many enemies from that game have not continued forward, specifically because of their connection to that event, I imagine that that's all a bunch of hooey. In short, I'm pretty sure that Shy Guys were just something they designed, and there you have it. So, but yeah, I've never even heard of that concept, Dream Whisperer or Hazardous, so... Hey, Luigi, what's up? I didn't believe it. Shy Guys are everywhere. They moved like the wind. All I managed to do was get really upset and yell. I'm a great jumper. My running really needs some work. A little more training and I'll be vital to your team. Alright, take it easy. I know I can't go. You're on your adventure. I don't even want to anymore. I know it's up to you to save Princess Peach, so hurry up for my sake. You got it, Luigi. Hey, it's Luigi's diary. Once again, my brother went on an exciting journey. Once again, he went alone. It's so unfair. I remember the carefree days when we played golf and tennis and had parties. I remodeled the house and made a secret basement. My brother has no idea. It's the perfect place to write in you, my secret diary. I heard a ghost appeared in Toad Town today. It was big. Really big. And it had red eyes and giant gaping mouth and a mustache. Ugh. Because you're my secret diary, I'll tell you the truth. Yeah! I hate ghosts. What will I do if it appears at night? Come back, Mario. I'm scared. I can feel something behind me. Oh, I'm sure it's there, but I can't look. No, get away. I think I'll be safe if I don't freeze with fear. I'll just shut my eyes and take 5 steps back. Then I'll jump and dash into bed. Here I go. By the way, this game came out 9 months, I think. Hang on. One moment. Yeah, 9 months in the United States, 13 months in Japan before Luigi's Mansion came out. Which I only mentioned because they were already in the middle of designing Luigi's Mansion when they were making this game. I heard the Shy Guys are causing trouble all over town, but as long as you're with me, you'll always be safe. As long as you stay with me, I have nothing to fear, but too much love! Too much love! The 2 toads were found dead of love poisoning. I mean, at this rate. Oh, I should probably save the flowers. Oh, I missed. Oh, thank you. The flowers give you their thanks as well. Yeah, I know. Oh, speaking of which, here, have a seed. 1 to go. I gotta be honest, I tend to think of Flower Fields as the worst of the chapters in this game. I don't know, something about it just grates me the wrong way. I like Lackluster, though. Sorry, Spike. And of course I am Shadow Machine. Mario, oh, it's good to see you. Whew. We found out you defeated Tubba Blubba. I knew you could do it. I just knew it. When we heard the news, the princess was very relieved. Oh, yeah, sorry, I've got information. Shy Guy's toy box, they're in there. Well, you have no idea how to get in there, but you'll figure it out somehow. Good luck. Bye. See you around, Gino. Yeah, there's a lot of necessary backtracking in that hub, even if you know exactly how to do things, which, I'll be honest, I don't always remember. And yeah, the music just grates me completely the wrong way. That's not going to show it, is it? There it is. So there's this weird island-looking thing that shows up at about this point. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure it's no big deal, whatever it is. That's why we're heading to Club 64. Hi, I'm Chanterelle. I'm known around here as the pop diva of Toad Town. Oh, I used to be able to sing any song perfectly, each note a masterpiece. Those times are behind me now, perhaps forever. The sight of Peach's castle flying into the sky was such a shock. I haven't been able to sing since then. And now I am pop diva who cannot sing. A cruel irony, isn't it? Oh yeah. She's a singer. She is so beautiful. That big earthquake scared her so badly she forgot how to sing. Such a pity. Her voice is truly amazing. I'm Simon. I'm rhyming. To folks who know it, I'm the master poet. Poor pop diva cannot sing, but my lyrics are just the thing. My lyrics really rock, or pop diva will be cured of shock. I'm tragically stuck, though, because my last line's a no-show. Later, Pluminator. He writes songs. They call him Master Poet. He's a pretty cool guy. He's in love with Pop Diva. He really worries about her. I know just how he feels. Mario, don't laugh. Welcome to Club 64. Huh? Shy Guys? Nah, I haven't seen any. Let's relax here, okay? We got a no Shy Guy policy. Good thing for us, none of those Shy Guys come here. Of course, neither do customers. Most like folk don't feel up to a night on the town in such troubling times. I tell you, I'm tired of polishing glasses no one uses. He runs the restaurant and just opened it. It also plays a mean guitar. I'm sure he'll be popular here. I'd like to come here with my whole family someday. I don't like fish, though. Yeah, me neither. I mean, does anybody like fish? Honestly. So... I'm basically trying to remember... Whoops. If anything actually indicates how you're supposed to find the Shy Guys in this section of the game. So they mentioned there's noises next door. And we know that... So, okay, that's two people mentioning there's noises next door. And they mentioned that the Shy Guys are hiding in town. And he mentions that he ran into the shop. Thief! Oh, a Shy Guy stole my storeroom key. I can't run my business if I can't get to my storeroom. What'll I do? Poor guy. My keen intuition tells me a Shy Guys must be hiding in a house somewhere. What do you guys think about finding their hideout and taking them on ourselves? Yeah, that's the plan. But have you ever seen how fast those guys run? They're way too fast. If they see us, they'll bolt. Wait, I know. Why don't we turn invisible? Okay, so I guess they do pretty much straight up tell us how to find the Shy Guys, so never mind. I actually forgot about that. So, I know some people who love this chapter and some people who hate it. I'm curious of your guys' thoughts. Usually I work at Blue Station, but since there's no train, I'm pretty much unemployed now. Aw, poor guy. Yeah, for me this chapter is just kind of there. The only thing I like about it is the Shy Guys. Which, I mean, whatever. The other problem with this chapter is it kind of necessitates a decent amount of backtracking while going through here. Basically, you can't just do this in one go. You have to leave the dungeon a few times. I will say, though, an inordinate... There it is. A lot of the enemies in here are completely optional, which I do like. But yeah, I will say this definitely feels like a drop in quality compared to the last few, absolutely. And the next one, which is also one of my favorites. Because the next chapter, yeah, the next chapter... Chapter 3 and Chapter 5 are my favorites. Easy answer there. So basically, no, Blue Walrus. I'm sure there is such a thing as a Shy Guy without their mask. And I know that you're going to mention Luigi's Mansion, but that doesn't count. That was a ghost emulating a Shy Guy. It's not actually a Shy Guy. So basically, no. We've never seen a Shy Guy without their mask. Yeah, look up Luigi's Mansion Shy Guy. Confident guy. I like that. So we do need the calculator back. This is one of the mandatory ones. We do get one of the most overpowered party members here, although only in a certain sense. You'll see what I mean. Possible max time. But honestly, I don't buy it for a second. I've always been... You guys know me. I've always assumed the Shy Guys just look like normal people under their masks. And they're just shy. That's why they're Shy Guys. You know? I think that's all I need from here right now. No! I actually didn't mean to do that. Let's go and run. So... it's time to fight our second optional boss, although in truth, this is actually the third optional boss in this game. The second one is Can't See Koopa. That is to say, Can't See Koopa. He wears glasses. Anyways, puns! We don't fight him because there's no need to. I'll go show him off for the sake of the Lorerun, but that's it. But this guy, well, this is a guard named Anti-Guy. He's all by himself, and it looks totally weak. Although, you never know. Appearances can be deceptive. Just look at him. So I actually really want what's in that chest. Now this is, to my knowledge, the only thing in the entire game, which there's nothing in the game that indicates how to get it. So you can just fight him, and he is brutal. He is an optional boss, and he hurts like hell. Or you can bribe him. Now, I'm going to go and show off the bribe, because honestly, defeating him at this point in the game is not all that feasible. You require very specific strats, and leaning on your your inventory quite a bit in order to make that happen. Yeah, Anti-Guy is... Funnily enough, there are 4 Anti-Guy fights in the entire game, and this is one of them. The other 3, all in one encounter, are in Bowser's Castle. Perfect. Mario really hates these guys, so he'll run. Will they really scare him? They seem pretty weak. I'm getting a little suspicious of what Peach tells us. Well, it doesn't matter. King Bowser ordered it. And he's the boss. Whee. Poor Goomba. Yeah, even the enemies are easier to dodge in here because they literally trip over themselves. Those enemies suck. The flying Shy Guys, those are legitimately mean to fight. Paracarry, making the game worse since 2001. I actually agree, Materia Keeper. I've actually fought the triple Anti-Guys once, and I thought they were harder than the Master, personally. And you really have to go out of your way to fight those 3, too. Like, it's clearly designed that you have to screw up on purpose to mess that up. Oh, Mario? I have to fight Mario? By myself? Oh, why me? I'm toast. But I have to try. Feel my wrath, I guess? This is why I picked the Goomba instead of the mushroom, by the way. Poor guy. And yes, that is the same statted Goomba as at the very beginning of the game. Okay, so we got the storeroom key and the calculator. Let's get out of here. I feel so bad for him, Shadow Machine. Unlike this guy, which I just want to avoid. Yep. I think so, yeah, Materia Keeper. I gotta admit, it's been a long time since I fought the triple anti-guy. Because it's just a hell of a fight. So I could show off the extra dialogue next time. If you pick a mushroom, it's just a mushroom. I'm actually going to make a bit of a side trip here. I've been meaning to do this anyways, and now's a decent enough time to. We're also going to bring up our cheats, mega cheats. All the cheats, all the cheats, cheat, 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 cheat. Must cheat. But first... Sorry, bud, had to close up shop, but I got your calculator. Hey, buddy. Oh, right, he's supposed to be a goblin. Hey, buddy, isn't that my calculator? Oh, you're telling me you got it back from the Shy Guys? Oh, yeah, in your face, Shy Guy. I can open my shop again. Oh, man, how can I repay you? Oh, I know, take this. It's a special badge, bud, so use it with care. That badge, it's so in Super Mario RPG, there's actually a thing you can get, which plays a little sound when there's an invisible block in an area. That badge is the same equivalent. I'm going the wrong way. Wake up, Laura. Wake up, Laura. Yeah, I know it's a bit of a trip, but trust me, this will be worth it. This will save time in the long run, I swear. It's a shame I can't just make badges exist. That would be awesome. Just give myself 10 power-up badges. Yes, so I want your Power Plus. Which takes 6, by the way, 6 badge points. Or in other words, the equivalent of 2 levels just to equip that one badge. However, it raises your power by 1, which is extremely useful. Do I want to grab that? Yeah, let's grab that. And let's grab that. I like how they tell you how many badge points they cost before you even buy them. That's a nice little touch. Now, we don't actually need it, but I just want to point out this badge is stupid. It reduces your attack power by 1, which is a huge deal, but it restores your HP by 1 every single turn. I've known several long-term / defense strategies that basically lean on that badge. It's not like in Paper Mario 2, though, where you can get, like, 3 defense-up badges, which... Yikes. Okay, so I do want that and that, and that, of course. And that, and that. I think that's everything. Yep, that should be good. Oh, hey, our HP and MP reset. Well, I mean, that's good to know, actually. I was worried that it was staking at 99. Happy Heart doesn't happen every round. It's random. HP Drain is every round guaranteed. You can also stack Happy Heart with HP Drain. So... Over in Paper Mario 2, I hate to talk about this now, but one of the things you can do is you can get multiple copies of basically every badge in the game, with only a couple of exceptions, because enemies have a chance to drop badges, and you can steal badges from enemies. Now, the chances of getting those are actually extremely small, but it does mean that, hypothetically, you can have any strategy that involves a lot of copies of a single badge in Paper Mario 2. I usually don't lean on that, though, for obvious reasons. Hey, got your store thing back. Alright, you got my key. Thank you back so much. Oh, my livelihood. Tell you what, you can take anything you want from there. Okay. Correct, Ventures. Just like Materia over in FF7. So the only thing we actually need is that. We're going to leave the other 3 items. We're not greedy. Unlike corporate America. I'm just kidding. It's corporate everywhere. It's not just America. Unlike corporate Nintendo, we're not greedy. There we go. That's a good way to put that. Now this actually, I'll admit, this puzzled me for a while. What you have to do is you have to get in front of the toy box, then use the item, then re-enter the toy box. It took me a bit for that to make sense when I was a kid. Go ahead, make fun. It's okay. I hate this song. So we're going to skip this cutscene. Welcome to Peak Station. So there's the mailbag. If you're paying attention, this is all the stuff that was captured earlier, which I didn't have to show the cutscenes for, I just wanted to. How are we doing on items, speaking of which? Wrong button. So I got that. I don't need that. I might have to dump that soon. No, that's okay. There it is. I knew it was in here somewhere. So as I mentioned, defense-up badge, in my opinion, defense-up badges are almost more useful than power-up badges. Defense-up badges are exactly what they sound like. They increase your defense by 1. Which, if you've been paying attention, is huge. Yeah, I'm kind of with you on that, Materia Keeper. Ah, that's right, I have to wait for him to do it. There we go. I should probably reinitialize some of those cheats, now that I'm thinking about it. And make sure to not do Stark Power, because that's just going to screw with things. We should probably go ahead and equip that one too. We don't need it yet, but the Ice Power Badge is going to be mandatory for the next chapter. Well, I consider it mandatory. So what do I need for that one? 2? Let's just do this. Get rid of the repel gel. Get the frying pan. Shoot, that's a good point. I'm an idiot, aren't I? Yeah, I'm an idiot. Damn it. Oh, well. I'll fix it. Oh, yeah, they also have healing Shy Guys, which you can tell because they have a heart on them. There's actually only like 3 healing enemies in this entire game, counting the last boss. There's White Mage Magikoopas, and then there's the healing Shy Guys, and then there's Bowser. Hi, Sonic Doctor. Now, the reason I'm stupid is there's actually... The game even allots for this, and I just completely spaced it.
Your dedication will be rewarded.
You know, unlike Korgoth, for example, he's not an idiot. He knew it was coming. But I need a second cake mix. I need 2 cake mixes and 1 lemon to do what I want to do. Now, the cake mix, we knew about that walking in. What we did not know about that is the lemon. Anyways, thank you very, very much, Korgoth. Much appreciate the donation as always. Thank you. They come out every other Friday, Sonic. I thought you would have noticed that by now. So a week from yesterday, you'll get another cooking vid. It'll be burgers. I didn't mean to do that, but whatever. Tri-weekly. Yeah, no. You know how long it takes to edit those stupid things together? Hell, I actually only have that one edited, even though I have 3 more recorded. Now, Korgoth, you asked a question I don't quite understand. You said, is there a way to watch in 4K on PC or PS4 Pro? Do you mean, like, Kingsglaive? Or do you mean me, or do you mean the game? No! It's Brigwin the Awesome! Even though I haven't been using her in the party. Although that's mostly just because I haven't been fighting enemies. You're too powerful, Brigwin. I had to nerf you. I'm sorry. Well, in that case, I have no idea, Korgoth. I don't actually have a 4K monitor, so I'm not the person to ask that. Sorry. Does anybody else know if there's a 4K version of Kingsglaive? Anyways, thank you again, Korgoth, and I'll put that towards... Wait, I can't put that towards the Breath of the Wild DLC. It's impossible for me to do that. So I can't put that towards that, no. Hell, that stream is so done, it's actually already gone up on YouTube. What the heck is Marvel Live, if you don't mind my asking, Dream Whisperer? Except it's in 30 seconds, so I probably won't get an answer. Whatever, go have fun! And thank you very, very much, Bragwin. Much obliged as always. Welcome to the 2-year mark. That's a weird thought, isn't it? 2 years of you being awesome. I'm just kidding. You've been awesome for a lot more than that. Oh, we're not up to the MCU thing yet? Oh, that's the only thing I care about when it comes to Comic-Con this year. Because they've said many times they're going to be announcing their Phase 4 plans at Comic-Con. Have they done that yet? Because if they haven't done that by tomorrow morning, then I have nothing to talk about for Lore Week tomorrow. Literally no news items. At least nothing of worth. So anyways, we got her frying pan back. For that, she goes off to make us something incredibly special. Which she actually... My inventory is full. Of course it is. Just get rid of this. She gives us a cake. Yes, I can do that, Korgoth. Hang on. Arcade Fighters? I haven't since... about 96, 95 or so would have been the last years I actually played Arcade Fighters. Interesting. So apparently I'm an idiot. I thought we could cook with 2 items by this point, but obviously we can't. Damn it, Korgoth. Thank you very much, Korgoth. As ever and always. Appreciate the sub. Thank you. Do you want to put that towards the same thing? Or no? Okay, let me just affix that to Link's Awakening. There we go. Alright, so at some point in the game, I'm just going to summarize now, you gain the ability to cook with 2 items at the same time. When you do, you can combine cake mix with lemon, which, if you're paying attention, I actually have both of those items on me, ready to go, and give it to this guy, and you don't have to fight him, and you can get the thing. However, apparently, I thought you actually gained the ability to cook with 2 items once you got the cooking pan, which obviously I do not. So we're just going to fight him. What do you want? Get away from that treasure chest, pal. It's mine, see? Don't mess with me. You want to fight? Are you nuts? You don't want to mess with me. Are you sure you want to fight? Well, alright. I do love a challenge. Don't say I didn't warn you. Yeah, the game makes you say twice that you actually want to fight this guy. This is Anti-Guy. His attacks are so intense he is also called Deadly Guy. Max HP 50, attack power 10, defense power 0. His attack power is 12 when he does acrobatic attacks. This guy's for real, so we better take him seriously. In short, that, if I was at my normal levels right now, would probably put me at about half health. So I would get him to a little above half health, and then he'd kill me. That hit would have killed me right there. Yes, Sonic Doctor. Well, this guy isn't actually loyal to Bowser, which probably explains a few things next time. Guy, girl, whatever. A guy with a capital G. The species guy. So that's another thing I actually like about the Shy Guys. They're all Shy Guys, but they all have different names, like General Guy, or Healer Guy, or, you know, Anti-Guy, Deadly Guy, Flyer Guy. They're all it's. I know that's stupid, but I like that, like in the Mega Man kind of a sense of the word. So, he was hiding a Power Plus badge. And if you were paying attention, yeah, that's awesome. We're actually going to toss that and that out the window to increase our power by another point. And if you're paying attention, 2 power-ups and 1 defense up. Oh no, we're cheating our brains out, Sonic Doctor. 2 power-ups and 1 defense up costs 12. No, that's not right. 6. 6 levels. This is 6 levels worth of badges right here. I think. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm right. I only point that out because, remember, the max level, the absolute max level is 27. Usually you beat the game at around 23, just by playing normally. That is a quarter of all the levels you get in the entire game, normally, eaten up by those 3 badges. Just to put that into perspective. Now, again, that's not me complaining. As I said, I actually love that. I love how much that matters, because we're going to be feeling that increase. That's going to be a noticeable increase in power output. Honestly, I probably could unequip the defensive because I don't need it because I'm cheating, but still, you get the idea. Okay, so now we want to go this way. Alright, there's also camouflage guys. Forgot about those. Where are you at via GMT, Dream Whisperer, if you don't mind my asking? So this is Gourmet Guy. He is huge. Does this guy ever stop eating? He looks like he'd eat until his stomach blew up. I wish I could be as happy as Gourmet Guy. Everybody calls me Gourmet Guy. I don't know why. I'm just an ordinary food-loving shy guy. I'm hungry. Have a cake! He drops his utensils. Delicious. This is lip-smacking good! Oh, there's the cookbook. Okay. So we could have skipped beating Anti-Guy after all. I knew we could do the double cooking thing in this chapter. God, Lore. So you take the cookbook to her. She lets you cook with 2 items at a time, which really opens up the cooking minigame, by the way. And then you cook a lemon and a cake mix. That gets you a candy. You give it to Anti-Guy, and Anti-Guy says thank you and gives you the Power Plus badge. I feel bad now about defeating Anti-Guy, actually. Oh yeah, Fire Guys, don't forget them. Why would that even be an option? You know what, whatever. God dang it. So I mentioned how I got the ice thing just a bit ago. Well, not only does ice do more damage to fire creatures, but it also allows you to jump on them. This is Pyro Guy, excuse me, Pyro Guy. They're on fire, so any contact with them will cause damage. They're tough opponents, mainly because their attack power is so high. Any attacks that involve water or snow are best bet because, well, you know. This is also kind of a teaser for the next chapter, as I already mentioned. I suppose, we'll do it in a bit. We'll do it in a bit. God dang it. So it's like 5, or I should say 17 in the evening for you, Dream Whisperer? Whichever. Oh, God dang it. Okay. God, so that means they're not going to announce this stuff until way late my time. I guess that makes sense. Comic-Con's in Western, Pacific time. So they're going to announce stuff at like 6 in the evening their time. Still, that sucks. Let's do this. One of the other weird things about this chapter, it's actually pretty short. It's one of the shortest chapters in the whole game. That's despite the fact that it involves a lot of backtracking and a lot of crisscrossing in its design. We're actually almost done with the chapter already. Just to give you an idea. Come on. Oh no, it's our greatest threat! Soda. Gotta watch those calories, man. Damn it. Wrong button, wrong button, wrong button. This is a good time to show this off. I mentioned how overpowered this is. Well... I wasn't kidding. Ooh, gambling. Remember, kids, gambling is amazing. Do it all the time. Don't actually do that. Do not listen to sarcastic lore. Damn it. Oh no, this is better than loot boxes because you're pretty much guaranteed to get something every time. Something good, no less. We do that, don't we? As much as I hate to do it, fine. Actually, no, let's do this instead. Damn it! You can make this jump, I'm just not. So instead, we're going to have to do the paracarry route. Paracarry sucks. Worst part of the game. Get out of my party. Now, you actually can skip this next bit of backtracking, but only if you already know what you're doing, which actually, as it happens, I do not. So, backtracking ahoy. I guess I could look it up, save the time. See, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take the dictionary back to him, and then the mystery note, and then he tells you the order in which to hit those things. However, let's just look it up really quick. So we can just skip that backtracking. But normally there's supposed to be another backtracking section here. Which I just point out because, Jesus Christ, this section of the game. Honestly, I'm tempted to go ahead and give a negative for this, except I think I already did. What do you think, guys? Is this chapter worthy of a negative? Honest question. Like, it's definitely not good, regardless. Yeah, there's a lot of padding. There's not really a lot of complexity to it, although there is more platforming. I do appreciate the platforming of this section of the game. Honestly, Flower Fields is worse for me, but I think at least part of that's because of the song of Flower Fields. I really don't care for that song. Although I don't care for this song either, it's just, you know. Oh yeah, just to point it out, power-up badges also affect your special abilities, if that wasn't obvious. So my Quake hammer now hits for 4 rather than 2. Damn it, damn it. Got impatient on that one. Someone has come. Someone is here in the dark. Ooh, could it be? Ooh, it's Mario. Looks like you're mine, Mario. I won't let you go anywhere. I'll take care of you quickly, then return to my darkness. I hate the light, so I'm going to tell you how to beat me right now. So this is probably one of the more creative bosses in the game. Each hit you do on the lantern makes it expand. If you expand it at least twice, you can damage him. Or her, or whatever. They made a mobile series, Korgoth? What are you talking about? By the way, this is a good time to mention that that's watts that I keep jumping on there. Whoops, screwed that up. Or watt. Oh, the handhelds. That's actually a tough one, Korgoth. I would say it's a tie between the Paper Marios and the Mario and Luigi's, because both are good in different ways. The Paper Marios faltered, but they also include two of my favorite games like ever, including this one and the next one. The Mario and Luigi's are good, and good consistently throughout them, and they are more continuity heavy. This is a big lantern ghost. He avoids attacks by hiding in the dark. Max HP 40, attack bar 5, blah blah blah. Your friends, like me, will also be damaged when he does his flash attack. Its power is 2. Hit the lantern many times to make it brighter, then you'll be able to attack him. As soon as you can see him, hit him in his head. Well, okay. Damn it. This is actually an extremely easy mini-boss. It's just more complex than most of them are. Like, he does very little damage relative to a lot of the other fights we've already fought at this point in time. Mine too, funnily enough, Korgoth. God, even the mini-bosses are padding. Keep in mind, I'm also doing far more damage than I should be capable of doing at this point in time. Although I believe it is technically possible to get 25 shards at this point in the game. So I could actually be legitimately this strong at this point in the game. Say, this is a lantern that belonged to Big Lantern Ghost. There's something inside. Do you think it'd come out if we broke it? No. Let's use Braegwyn. Destroy it, Braegwyn! You're crazy, mister. Did you have to blow it up to get me out? Jeepers. Hey, aren't you, Mario? You just saved me like a hero. You're a hero, aren't you? You're the coolest. You saved me from the mean guy who laughed like, wee hee hee. I gotta make it up to you. I'll go with you, okay? I heard the Shy Guy saying you're trying to save Princess Peach from Bowser. You're super great. You're the greatest great guy. I think you're the best. So, I really want to help. I'll be good, really. Watt joined the party. Okay, so there were a couple of localization issues, And they sometimes refer to her as her, and sometimes refer to her as him. To be clear, Watts is a female. Or Watt, sorry. Ooh, it's pretty dark, huh? I kind of like the dark. But, I can show you how I can be helpful, okay? Use my power. Pretty cool, huh? It's so bright now. Tee-hee-hee. I bet nobody else can help like that, huh? Can they? Nope. Now let's go. Okay. So I mentioned I'd show off how Watt is arguably overpowered. Oh yeah, by the way, she can show invisible blocks, which you'll notice they tutorialize immediately, by the way. The most story negatives? Anthem. I think Anthem has the most negatives, period, for any game I've looked at. I could be wrong, because there's another game, and I'm not going to say what it is, because I'll get tarred and feathered, that I gave many, many, many gameplay negatives to. Anthem had no story positives. So... yeah, Witcher 3 had absolutely no story positives at all. Terrible game. You should never play it. But yeah, I do believe Anthem had the worst story rating I've ever given a game. Pretty sure. So notice they just kind of start beating up on us. They don't actually do any real damage. Until we do this. And then they're like, oh god, get away, run, run, run! They actually smash through the wall. In terror, trying to get away from Mario. Have I mentioned Shy Guys are shy?
So, you came, did you?
I'm General Guy. We're following the orders of King Bowser by guarding a star spirit. As long as we keep it secure, we have permission to do whatever we want. Do you hear? I don't care for you, sir. You are rude, and furthermore, you are trespassing here. Our toy box is off limits to the likes of you. The treasures inside this box are for Shy Guys only. And that star spirit's fate is none of your business. Prepare to fight me, sir. Taste defeat! Charge! I literally just mentioned that fuzzy duck. It's the first thing I said when we got Watt. So the attack power of this group is directly related to how many there are. In short, if you let them attack you without, first doing damage to them, you are screwed. Also, Zap Tap completely invalidates this fight. If there's ever a fight to use Zap Tap on, it's this one. And that's the end of that. Mercy, he beat them all up. That surely isn't good. Guess it's up to me. I always feel bad for that poor little Shy Guy. So there's the Shy Guy's tank. In case you're not picking up on this, the Shy Guys are basically all kids in this continuity. And that's consistent with the Mario RPGs in general. They're pranksters and not actively malicious. But they do, basically, every now and again, they prank more than they should. They cross the line. And that's when Mario has to go and deal with them. You'll notice in this case, they have a specific reason they're pranking so much. It's because Bowser told them they can do whatever they want if they capture the Star Spirit. And so they do. This is a good time to mention that Watt is completely worthless right now. I should probably go and just swap her out. She'll be more useful once we power her up. This is a stilt guy. Yes, as his name suggests, stilt guys are shy guys on stilts. I mean, it seems pretty obvious to me. If you attack them by shaking the ground, they'll fall off their stilts and become normal shy guys. Notice how because they're attacking from a distance, in other words, they're not doing a body attack, they're not affected by Zap Tap. Unbelievable. I guess it's time for my special battalion. The Stack Squad. Notice the construction of this boss fight is different than most of the previous ones. It's effectively just a bunch of little mini-bosses in a row. Each one is actually very easy, though, even playing this legitimately. At least as long as you know what you're doing, which, as it happens, we do. Again, taking out a stack as quickly as possible is very important. And just like with the Koopa Bros... Oh, apparently not. I know you can knock them over, but whatever. What I want to do is this. This is the Shy Stack. This pile has an incredible sense of balance. Look at that stack. So, yeah, the more you have... Spin Hammer, that's the one. I knew there was a way to knock them off the stack. Yes, Korgoth, I would say that without reservation. Fine, I'll beat you myself. Nobody embarrasses the brave, shy guys of my army. Nobody! If you insist. There we go. That's dealt with. He has a special attack he uses if the bulb is left up. Now, the biggest problem with this tank is it has a very high defense. You must be cheating. I mean... This is General Guy and his tank. The tank seems to be dangerous enough, even though it's a toy. Defense of 2, attack power of 4, HP of 30. Not only do they give commands from the tank, but he also throws bombs and uses electric attacks. The power of the electric attack is 5 and hits your party member for 2. He'll lose the electric attack if you break the light bulb. Honestly, when I'm playing this normally, this is usually when I just Thunder Bomb him. AKA, I just use Thunder Rage on him a few times and then finish him off with a few other attacks. There's several methods to have effectively infinite gold in this game, as long as you spend a little time on it, so... Bombette also rips him to shreds, funnily enough. I have Korgoth twice, in fact. Both times on camera. Funnily enough. Aw, one more hit would have done it. I almost feel bad for that last Shy Guy. It's okay, buddy. I've decided to go ahead and give a negative for Chapter 4. Mostly because I just want you to see the glory that is this screen. That's gameplay positives. Gameplay negatives, there we go. To save the fourth star spirit, Muscular, Mario and the team disbanded the gang of Shy Guy Toughs. Slowly, it seems as if the life force is returning to the once bleak night sky. But the stars won't truly shine until the Star Rod is wrested from Bowser's evil grasp. 3 star spirits still await rescue. Where in the world are they being held? Good afternoon, Delbach. Hey, Twink. Those guards have stopped paying attention to us again. Let's sneak out of here. Might be able to find some news to help Mario. Do you think it's safe for us to use the secret path? Don't you think Bowser's figured it out by now? That's still alright. Bowser hasn't noticed anything. He looks scary, but he's basically a major bonehead. Poor Bowser. So how many of you enjoyed Yoshi's Island as a game? You notice we're just skipping straight to this but now, by the way. That old man river. Oh, sorry. Huh? Who are you? Why, I'm Princess Peach. Who might you be? Oh, you're Princess Peach. Everyone calls me Gourmet Guy for some reason.
I guess I'd better report you to King Bowser. You aren't supposed to leave your room. But I am really hungry.
Tell you what. I'll keep this a secret if you make me something really yummy. So, Princess Peach, what do you say? Will you cook me something or what? I'd love to cook for you, Mr. Gourmet Guy, but I have no ingredients and no utensils.
Oh, that's no problem. There's a kitchen 1 floor below us. It's 5-star. You can go cook there.
Here, you'll need this. This'll open the way.
I'll just sit here and wait for my yummy meal, okay?
Oh yeah, I forgot. There's plenty of guards, so be careful. Okay. I'm scared. I'm tired of living, but scared of dying. Yeah, that's the only singing you're getting out of me. It's also the only lyric I remember off the top of my head. Hello? Is anyone in here? I guess not. Unless it's you! No, I'm caught for sure. Huh? Princess Peach, you're okay. Thank the stars. Actually, Venters, this is not a joke. Princess Peach's baking skills are literally renowned in setting. She is apparently a very good baker in canon, in lore. You're a toad from the castle? How long have you been hiding here? Well, since Bowser took over. I was so scared of being caught, I jumped into this closet. I'm hiding here until Mario comes and saves us all. Princess Peach, you ought to hide too. It's risky out there. Please don't take any chances. Yeah, it's actually funny to me. She's not known as a good leader or, you know, an excellent administrator or a wartime leader. No. She's known for being good at baking. I mean, it's kind of an inside joke since, you know, the whole you get a cake for succeeding at saving her kind of a thing. And they just turned it into a character trope. I wish I had a kitchen like this. Well, here's the kitchen. So, what should we do first? Let's use a good cookbook. Here we go. Paper Mario, ladies and gentlemen, where you too can bake a cake. Special strawberry cake. Ooh, let's do it. Alright, read me the recipe, Gino. I mean, Twink. Sugar and eggs in a bowl. Okay. Should we have flour too? No, I guess not. Whatever. Sugar. By the way, you can completely make this horrible. I'm not going to do it because it wastes a lot of time. But if you do, he actually accuses you of trying to poison him. And then you have to go do it again. So, like, you can put bleach in there. You can also just screw it up in general, which makes him think that you're terrible. Sugar and eggs, wasn't it, I think? Oh, shoot, I actually forgot. Eggs. It was eggs. I was going to say, eggs makes sense, but my first thought was flour. Whatever. There, okay, now we're done. I mean, kinda, yeah, Venters. Yes, you can actually put bleach in. That is not a joke. And he really does accuse you of trying to poison him. Like I said, I'm not doing it because it'll waste a lot of time. Basically, yes, by the way, hazardous. Great job. Did it go well? I sure hope so, because I'm not good at mashing. Now, flour and butter. Yeah, I actually appreciate these Princess Peach sections. Obviously, I named an entire Lorerun out of them. Butter. But I do have to admit, there's one part of this that kind of... and we'll talk about it in a second. There's actually about a second and a half leeway in either direction for you to screw up on the timing, but still. So, you have to put it in for 30 seconds. Like I said, you can get it in there anywhere from about 28.5 to about 31.5 seconds. When I was a kid, no joke, I actually used a timer. Like, I had a little thing on my watch, and I would use that to do it. In fact, I just really don't want to screw this up. We're just going to get a save state there. I actually saw that video, Materia Keeper. Although that's a matter of overflow, basically. But still, amusing. Decorate it with cream and strawberries. Okay. I suddenly want to go bake a cake for some reason. Anyone else having that vibe all of a sudden? I even have the ingredients to do this right now, if I felt like it. Now, nice little touch. So you take the cake, and it warps you straight to him, so you don't have to dodge the guards while carrying the cake. Good convenience feature. That would have really been irritating if you just screwed up the whole thing because you accidentally got run into a guard, right?
Oh, I've been waiting so long. I've wasted away to nothing. Thank you. Oh. Oh, delicious. This is way too delicious. Yeah.
Whew, that was really good. I haven't felt this way since, well, ever. To show you my gratitude, I'll tell you a secret. One of the star spirits is hidden inside Mount Lavalava on Lavalava Island. This island's to the south. You should tell this to Mario. But you'd better tell him that there's also a nasty lava piranha, which is also an awesome concept, by the way. Guarding the star spirit. You'd better be careful. I really don't dislike Mario. That's why I'm telling you this. See you around. Twink, did you hear that? Lavalava. Lavalava Island. We got this. Alright, yes. Go tell Mario the info. Okay. It sounds like a very safe place. What's with the shouting? Keep it quiet in here. Keep it quiet in here. So it was you, Princess Peach. You've got to keep it down. You're a prisoner, and as a prisoner, you need to keep... Huh? What are you doing out of your room, anyway? Guards! Get the princess! Not again. Fresh air. After being cooped up there for so long, I could really use some outdoor exercise. My name's Muscular. Mario, I must thank you for saving me. Now it's my turn to help you. Behold, my not really all that useful star power. Useful for a couple of situations if you use a very specific strategy. Lowers the attack powers of all enemies, by the way. Call on me whenever you find yourself in trouble. I'll always come quickly to aid you in battle. Now, I'm going back to my old Star Haven. Mario, I have news from the castle. Oh my gosh, Honorable Star Spirit. Hi. I believe you are Twink, no? You're that youngster who recently ascended from Starborn Valley up to the Star Haven. What? You remembered my name? Of course. We're like family. I'm so touched. Don't make such a fuss, lad. I'm sure you'll go on to do great things. I must take my leave now. Goodbye, Twink, Mario. Wee flex. Wow, I talked with Muscular, the Honorable Star Spirit. Oh, I rarely have such a chance. Even at Star Haven, I'm shaking. Oh, I'm sorry. I have some important news from the castle. And it's the Lavalava thing, which we already know. Whee. Yes, I got you a cookbook. It's a cookbook. A cookbook. So now she can cook two things at once. Now, this isn't quite as extensive as later games, but there's still a lot of combinations you can do. Notice it's also an option. You can just cook one thing if you prefer. And like I said, I spent so much time. Like, I basically stopped playing the game at this point, the first time I played this. And just went and started gathering items to cook. So there's the lemon candy I referenced earlier. The other thing about the lemon candy that kind of sucks is there's no recipe for it in the game. As in, the only way to know you can make that is to have a guide, or to just know. Let's check the bad shop really quick. Anything good? Sheep, first, group, nope. Here you go. One mailbag. Oh, thank you. Here's a gift. And we got lots of letters. So a letter for Goombario from Goompa. Dear Goombario, how goes the adventure with Mario? Is it fun? Are you being a brave Goomba? Remember to relish your time out in the wide world. Grow wise from your travels. I wish through the stars your adventure will prove to be a fruitful one. If you can, drop in us an all of folks now and again. Goomba misses you terribly. I'm looking forward to seeing you as a grown-up. Goompa. Meanwhile, Cooper has a message from Coover. Dear Cooper, how goes the adventure? Can't believe you're hanging out with Mario. I am so jealous. Koopa Village is the same. Colorado's wife is impatiently awaiting Colorado's return. You and Colorado, you guys have so much excitement in your lives. You're so lucky. Anyway, good luck, buddy. Coover. Parakarry has a message from Frosty. Dear Parakarry, thank you for always delivering my mail, despite the snow and ice. Because I live in this cold valley so far from my family, the letters I receive are my greatest pleasure in life. Kind words from my wife and daughter give me the strength to continue my work. My heart leaps with joy every time I hear the sound of your wings. May you never molt. Your fan, Frosty. And Bo has a letter from the Booze, from Gusty Gulch Booze specifically. Dear Lady Bo, thank you for rescuing us from that horrible Tubba Blubba up on Gusty Gulch. We'd never dreamed we'd meet a boo of your stature. The sight of you alone would have been enough to keep us going. But you went ahead and defeated Tubba Blubba, too. We thought that our friends were done for when they were eaten, but they've all returned. Many thanks. When you're done with your quest, we're throwing you a party. Please come. Oh, and please say hi to everyone at Boo's Mansion. Sincerely, the Booze in Gusty Gulch. Neuralink? Context, Korgoth. I demand context, or I shall devour your very soul. Oh, Mario just gets automatic credit through the kingdom, so technically the kingdom pays off his debts. If you think about it, Mario's credit's really good. Oh. Well, it sounds incredibly dumb, but sure. The Neuralink thing, I mean. That sounds like something I'm never letting touch my brain. I know way too much about technology to allow technology to touch my brain. Like, I'm sorry, but no. Hey, Larian. That's true, She-Holly. So, okay, interesting point of note. Mario actually usually has, and this is not a joke, financial troubles every time he leaves the Mushroom Kingdom. That usually only comes up in the RPGs, but it has come up more than once in the RPGs. Just interesting thought there. Listen, Larian, if you want to attach a device to your brain, that's up to you. Like, I'm not here to judge, you know? I don't want nothing touching my brain. We don't even understand the brain. So this is, actually, technically, in the previous chapter was the first time we could have beaten that boss. And in so doing, started unlocking the sewers. The sewers is the flight path system of this game, for lack of a better way to put it. In short, this is how we get from point A to point B relatively quickly. Yes, She-Holly. The idea was that, I mean, obviously it was done for a joke, but it actually makes perfect sense if you think about it, because the idea is that the Mushroom Kingdom had rampant inflation, basically. Which makes perfect sense for a kingdom where coins are in blocks everywhere. So it's one of those jokes that makes sense kind of situations. Anyway, sorry. Someone was asking about the Witcher thing. I mean, I guess I could talk about the Witcher thing. I had no plans to, I'll be honest. Oh, watermelon sounds so good right now. I have no idea, Hazardous. Ah, right, we can't do that yet, because we don't have the upgrade. We get that in the next chapter. I should cook with watermelon sometime. Alright, you're fired, Korgoth. Wait, did I? Right. So anyways, I should probably show off what I was just talking about now. So as you can see, shortcut to Goomba Village. Shortcut to Koopa Village. Which makes the Can't See Koopa thing even weirder. I don't know why he's in the game. We'll talk about it later. I'm actually not sure if he's there right now. And Dry Outpost. This will be invaluable later when we do the mail quest. Because we are going to do the mail quest. In fact, we might be able to start it now. And we'll find out in a second. I don't remember when we could start the mail quest, that's why I'm just checking. Nope. Okay, we're good. Anyways, hi Kay. I can see your text now. All but the last bit, Arcasius. I suppose we could now that we have substantially higher attack power. So, you notice how that does nothing? I just wanted to actually demonstrate what I've been talking about with Bo. Yeah, these toads, I swear. Of course, once you remove that defense... Not in this lifetime, Korgoth. At least not until I take over the world. Then, sure, I'll do it then. But basically, no. The games I want to make are not feasible to make, and I know it. We're gonna go and switch over to Bragwin. That's not Bragwin. Oh yeah, Dizzy. That's a fun status effect. To Bragwin. There we go. Well, Korgoth, I stream for about 8 hours a day. Then I have to go do YouTube work, website work, paperwork, which include taxes. Oh, and I also have to do things like, you know, cook, clean, get groceries, and otherwise try to exist. I already am at the point where I literally have no life outside of my job. I'm curious how exactly you think it's physically feasible for me to go ahead and make a game right now. Now, if I win the lottery, sure, because then I won't have to work 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. That's not complaining, by the way, that's just reality. I'm pretty much stuck doing this until, you know, I die or I win the lottery. I'm trapped. So here's the shortcut to the mansion. Look, if I could do without sleeping, I would do that in a heartbeat. Sleeping is such a waste of time. Enjoy the lunch next time. There it is. Not that I'm aware of, good senator, no. Unless you happen to believe in prayer. In which case, go for it. So we can't actually go that way, because we don't have sushi yet. So, we're actually done here for the moment. Since we can't do the other thing. So, I could do that, but I don't want to do that yet. I could do that. So, yeah. I guess we'll just go ahead and progress now. What time is it? Yeah, we could totally finish Chapter 5 before the lunch break. We might even get into Chapter 6 before then. Oh, I should go check this out. I mean, they're basically the same method, Shadow Machine. I mean, really. They vary up the numbers, but the distribution is the same, so there's no practical difference between the two, you know what I mean? Toad Newsflash. What Shy Guy problem? Mario trounces thieves. The little larceny lovers known as Shy Guys have finally quit terrorizing the town. Mario tracked them to their toy box hideout, valiantly dispersed their ranks, and managed to rescue and imprison Star Spirit. To those who would prey on the innocent and weak, we say this: Mario will prevail. I've come back. I'm sure you've missed me. I've got a foolproof plan for coins. So now Kenzie Koopa is up. Okay, so hang on. Let's go kill Kenzie Koopa really quick. I mean, defeat. Now this is... Okay, so I said I'd talk about this. This is one of the weirdest inclusions in the game. Not this guy. I missed. Now, if you're paying attention, we have a way to get to Koopa Village, right? We just used the pipe to get there. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, apparently he isn't here yet? Alright, never mind. We won't be dealing with Kent C yet. So when Bob-ombs argue, they blow up. Bombette. Bombette, it's all he ever says. It's so annoying. Oh, Bombette. Shut up. She probably dumped you because you never stopped talking. No, you shut up. My love for Bombette is deep like the Southern Sea. Even being dumped constantly won't discourage me. Did you hear this guy, Bombette? He never ever stops talking about you. But a bomb. Oh, Bombette. Shut up, please, right now. Think about something else for 2 seconds, will you? You're really starting to get on my nerves. Bombette, I'm putting my whole heart into this next explosion. Watch it and see my true love. Yeah, that's nice. Bye. Hello, Baron. I'm not sure I prefer either more, Arcasius. I suppose I would go with the 1x method, though, of Thousand Year Door. I'd have to think about that again going through it. So ask me again after I finish Thousand Year Door. Oh, yeah, I should do this. So here's Colorado. Again. I wish I could do a faux British accent.
Who am I, you say? Why, my dear chap, I am none other than Colorado, famed adventurer and archaeologist. I'm touring the world. And you're Mario, yes? What are you doing here? Well, I, for one, am traveling bravely to Lavalava Island, the South Sea, to solve a diabolical mystery. It would seem there are ancient treasures waiting in a volcanic cave. I'm in a bit of a fix, though. No way to get there, you see. Think now, Colorado, how to cross the sea.
Hey, look. It's a whale. Ouch, ouch. What are you doing?
Oh, good heavens, I was wondering what this was. It seems to be a huge tuna.
Oh, I'm not a tuna. I'm a whale. And I have problems. It feels like something's jumping around in my belly. Oh, help me.
I say, old boy, this great tuna seems to have a bit of a bellyache. Mario, what say you lend the fish a hand,
I told you I'm not a tuna. I'm not even a fish. And I have a headache from your jumping on me, too. Do you think you could check my belly?
Okay. You got it.
I don't see much in here.
Who that? What do you think you're doing with that light?
Ouch, that hurt. What are you doing? Sorry, I failed. This whale has eaten far too many things. I'm just saying. Needs to watch his diet a bit, you know.
Hey, fella, you want a piece of this? You got it. I'm ornery as all get out. Prepare for some pine.
Oh, welcome. Pay close attention. Hopefully you'll learn something.
By the way, that is why Watt is overpowered, because she has the ability to empower your abilities temporarily. For like 4 turns, which is really nice. Especially in some of the later enemies, which have a lot of defense. And a lot of Korgoth. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever fought Korgoth in this game. He's pretty brutal.
Aw, shucks. First I think I get away from that old fishing man. Then I get swallowed up by some huge fish. And then this fella with a mustache goes upside my head. I've just been falling out of the frying pan into the fire since I was a grub. Talk about a lousy lot in life.
Mario, it's me, you know, the whale. Can you hear me? That stomachache seems to have cleared right up. I feel fantastic. Wait, no!
Ah, it's you, boy. You're that dumb old fish that ate me up and such. You plumb idiot. You know, I thought I was a goner for sure.
I'm awfully sorry. I was just having a nap with my mouth open.
Well, I suppose I can see my way to forgiving you this time, but you just watch it. I reckon I owe you some thanks after all, Mr. Mustache. You all take care now. Boing, 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 boing.
Ooh, I feel so much better now. They should call you Dr. Mario. There must be some way I can express my gratitude. I've got it. I, the tuna... I, the whale, am quite good at swimming. To express my thanks, I'll take you anywhere you want to go.
Pardon the eavesdropping, but did you just say anywhere? Mario, you old tuna tamer, accompany me to the shores of Lavalava Island. What a trip it'll be. The island will be wonderful. You must trust my instincts.
Mario, I think the Star Kid said a Star Spirit was, caught on Big Lavalava Island. We should go. Big whale, give us a ride. Whee! Huh? Lavalava Island? Yeah, of course I know where it is, but, there's a big volcano on the island, and it's on the verge of erupting. Very dangerous. Do you still want to go? Well, okay. Just let me know when you're ready to go. Weirdos. I'm not ready to go. I need to say thank you to Korgoth first. Thank you very much, Korgoth. Much appreciated, as always. Thank you. If you happen to know where you want to put that, let me know. And don't say towards sushi lunch. I don't have access to sushi at this point in my life. Seriously, I have no method of getting it unless I just go and get it, and I don't have time for that. I'm at the point in my life where I barely have time to cook. I have to design my meals to be very quick. So we'll bring him out. Let's do it. Sure this is safe, then? Make some room, huh? Okay, we're off to Lavalava Island. The sea calls. I can't believe we're on a tuna. Mario, do you ever think about how strange life can be? I do. That's fine, Larian. I'm not complaining. I'm just stating fact. You got it, Korgoth. I'll put it towards something actually feasible. I don't think I could make sushi. That would be interesting to try. Towards Baldur's Gate 3. Thank you again, Korgoth. Well, see, the problem is the rice is the tricky part. Like, it's actually the only tricky part. I don't know... Like, I don't know if I would be good enough to make the sushi rice. After that point, yeah, sure. No, Korgoth. I don't have time. I don't even know where I would get it from at this point. If you wanted me to take you back to Toad Town, just ask. Yes, well, finally made it, eh? So this is Lavalava Island. Smashing. Gracious, behold, Mario, there, off in the distance. The top of Mount Lavalava. Triumphant, we must hurry, make haste! Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and admit something. I like Colorado. You can make fun if you want. He is a ridiculous type of humor, but he makes me laugh. It's probably one of my favorite characters in the game. Help! I say help! Now, there's a few ways you can play this. You can help him. You can ignore him, or you can bonk him. Which should we do? Let's get a save state there for no reason. Oh, Mario, you're supposed to attack the other guy, old bean. Do you have issues with me? A bit of jealousy, perhaps? So there's what happens if you attack him. And if we leave him... Get off, get off! Dear me, I barely got away. That was rather rude, Mario, leaving me like that. Humph. Well, we can't all be heroes. Let's press on, By the way, if you didn't catch it, this is a retooling of the theme song from the title screen of Yoshi's Island, the game. Hi, howdy, hello. This is Yoshi's village. Mount Lavalava, you say? Well, the volcano is to the east of our village, but there's no way to reach it. Besides, the village leader said it's best not to get too close, because it looks like it might erupt any day now. I guess I should show off what this is, because I didn't do it earlier. This is completely optional. This is Chuck Quizmo. He's a quiz guy. Question. What is the name of Goombario's younger sister? Tough luck, pal. And then we fail, and it's all over. And then he vanishes. If you get all the questions right, you get a star piece. And he shows up basically around each chapter. So here's the village leader. Very dignified. Welcome to you, Mario. I am the village leader of Yoshi's village. Ah, you come seeking help. You wish to go to Mount Lavalava, do you? The entrance to the volcano is in the jungle, but it's very difficult to get to. The volcano has awakened as well. I think it may be too dangerous for you to go there. Well, okay. I'll just take your word on it. This is a Cheep. Her name is Sushi. She's sort of meddlesome. At least that's what the Yoshi kids say. According to them, she tries to control their lives. I think she's just trying to take care of them, but she doesn't seem to be succeeding. Oh, it's so rare to have visitors these days. I'd love to stop and chat, but I have my fins full. I'm watching these boys who are very, very naughty, so they don't do anything dangerous. I can't prove it yet, but I bet they're planning something. Well, if they think they can fool Sushi, they'd better think again. Oh, it's Mario. Hey, Mario. You looking for adventure? If you want, we'll go with you. You won't have to worry about it. The fearsome Five's got your back. We're not scared. We just can't go because that meddlesome old Cheep stops us. We're the fearsome Five of Yoshi's village. We're all best friends, you know. We're together when we play and when we get in trouble. We're always together. Of course, now we won't be playing... Now we won't be. We're playing hide and seek, and I'm it. I hate being it. Humph. We're the fearsome Five. We play hide and seek together. We can't leave the village, though, so it's sort of boring. I want to play somewhere bigger and more exciting. And I want to see the jungle. It's dangerous, you know. Now that'd be exciting. Oh, it's Mario. You're on an adventure or something, right? Wow, cool. Who's that with you? Is that your partner? Man, I wish I could be. That'd be a dream come true, and it'll never happen in the next game. Speaking of which, today's the day we put our secret plan into action. It's so cool. Only we Five know the plan, and that's the way it has to be. Sorry, can't tell you. Oh man, I'm so excited. I hope we find lots of tasty fruit in the jungle. Hey look, ravens. Ravens are short and stubby. They're pretty fluffy too, and cuddly, and soft. Caw. Caw. Oh, Oracle of the Stars. Mario comes to the island. Mario is fated to meet Raphael, the Raven. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Okay, sure. Yarg! Help! Oh, get a hold of yourself. What do you say to attack the enemies instead of me, hmm? Fine. Okay, so you notice how one has the spear forward and one has the spear up. They like to change it up based on actions. So whether you can jump on them or hit them with the hammer depends on where they're facing, which I think is pretty cool. These are, of course, spear guys, relatives of Shy Guys. If you get hurt, yeah, he's explained the thing I already told you about. Just to demonstrate, well, yeah, I'll demonstrate real quick. So if you try to hammer them from the front, they don't do anything. Okay, that's weird. He's supposed to stab you. Whatever. Oh, this time you came through. Awfully good of you, old chap. Now, I fear that our destination, the volcano, is quite near. Let's press on while our spirits are high, eh? It might be because I have Spike badge on? I don't know. Hey, look. Lava. Ah, Mario. Have a look at this. Also one of the better songs in the game in there. Somewhere in that volcano are the treasures I'm looking for. I know it. The secrets of an ancient civilization. And yet, I can't find a way in. Bit of a sticky wicket, eh? But I shall not give up. A good explorer never stops gathering information. Let's go back to the village to look for clues. There must be a way in there. There simply must. Yeah, alright. Ugh, Yarg! Stop it! Oh my god, really? Ho ho ho! Did you think I was beset by enemies again, old boy? Just a bit of a joke. Explorers must have a sense of humor, don't you know? At any rate, let's move on, Oh, such ill fortune. The children are missing. They have seen... Yeah, okay, so the children secretly snuck off into the forest. And all the Yoshis completely wig out over it. Now, don't mistake me. If my children just decided to suddenly randomly vanish, I would probably be pretty worried. But I would probably also go looking for them. But that is, of course, our job. So first we're going to get hit by symbols. It's very important. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and admit something shameful here. When I first played this game, I was stuck at this point in the game for like 20 minutes. I went up here and I was like, okay, well, there's nothing here, so I left. And then I went and explored to the left, which I'm not going to do. Then I explored to the right, which I'm not going to do. And I was just like, what the hell? And I couldn't figure out what to do. Yeah. Oh, hi, Sushi. This is so embarrassing. I'm stuck in this tree. Can you help me out somehow? I guess. Come on, try harder. Oh, whew, I'm saved. I feel like one big ache. Thanks for getting me out of that tree. I think I'll be okay now. Oh, those little... I was chasing those naughty little Yoshi boys and I fell into their trap. Don't they know how dangerous it is to go into the jungle? I have to find them before they get in too deep. As for you, you'd better get back to the village too. It's quite dangerous out here. Why on earth did you come to the jungle anyway? Well, so you're looking for the little rascals as well. Then I don't see why we don't just look for them together. They really don't understand the dangers of the jungle, so we have to find them soon. Oh my, how impolite. I haven't even asked your name. What is it? Mario, huh? Well, I've never heard of you before. You must be from far away or something. Enjoy a lovely Lavalava island. That's what I usually say to a visitor anyway. But first, could you help me find the boys? Sushi joins the party. Not that I'm aware of, Korgoth. Now, the first thing we need to do, and I do mean the first thing, because this is... It's really easy to forget to do this, and then have to backtrack quite a bit. Is we need to grab the seed. Apparently you can't get it right now. God dang it. Forced backtracking. I guess that makes sense. They want you to trigger it yet. Backtracking. But yes, Baron, several of the enemies here are pretty mean. Although they're not nearly as mean as the ones in the volcano. Those enemies are actually straight up mean. Some of the harder enemies we encounter in the game. Hi, Nymph. Oh yeah, the boss is pretty mean. Even if you... So the boss is one of the first bosses that pretty much leans on you having a large MP pool, or just thugging your way through the fight. if you haven't been raising your FP or using FP increased badges, the boss will wreck you. Because there's two... Well, I'll talk about it when we get there, but there's two ways to neuralize the boss, and both involve using a special ability which costs MP. Or FP, rather. You know what I mean. Oops. My most anticipated game for this year? Oh, I don't know, Gorgoth. At this point, I barely pay attention to what's coming out. I mean, I kind of do. Let's see. We got Fire Emblem, we got Wolfenstein. Doom is this year, too, isn't it? I think. And then we've got... What else we got? There's other games coming out this year, I'm sure. Mech Warrior is supposed to come out this year, finally. About a year delayed at this point. Trials of Mana, isn't that next year? We got the Link's Awakening remake, which I'm hopeful is actually good. Well, that sounds horrible, but I mean, it might not be. You know, good, I mean. Oh yeah, Pokemon Sword and Shield. That's more of a I hope it's actually good kind of a situation, because, I mean, it might not be. What else? Age of Wonders Planetfall is coming out this year, which I'm kind of looking forward to. I only say kind of because I'm not all that familiar with the franchise, so I'm just kind of like, well... Is Luigi's Mansion 3 this year? Either way, I am looking forward to that one quite a bit. Cyberpunk is next year. Next April, I believe. Yeah, Fire Emblem comes out next week. We probably won't be done with this in time for that. I don't know. We'll see. So her powered up thing is actually pretty useful. So Watts gives you the ability to increase your attack power. Sushi gives you the ability to increase your defense power. Both very useful, and both cost 3 FP. Yeah, they keep saying Fire Emblem's going to be super long. That worries the hell out of me. Like, I know that sounds strange coming from me, but super long games are generally not a good thing at this point in my life. So, we'll see. For the record, by the way, if it really actually is 80 hours per house, we're not doing multiple houses for the premiere run. That's just not happening. This is kind of messed up, by the way. These piranha plants threatening this poor baby Yoshi. Thankfully, we managed to save him, but just think about that for a second. Well, I've noticed that developers have a tendency to always claim a game is longer than it is. So it wouldn't surprise me if that's a little exaggerated. I mean, they're like, I've heard them, in the same vein, I've heard some developers be like, you know, Chrono Trigger's a 30-hour game, FF6 is a 50-hour game, you know, etc., etc. And that's amazingly not true. Are they all gone? I'm so sorry for disobeying you and going into the jungle. I'll be a good boy. When you say stuff, I'll listen, I swear. Thanks for saving me. Bye! I actually haven't played the Shining Force series, so I can't answer that question, I'm afraid. I mean, it is a tactical, turn-based, grid-based RPG, so make of that what you will, Korgoth. Or at least it used to be. I'm not I mean, I've seen a little bit of gameplay footage of the new one, so I'm pretty sure it plays the same way. I'm not sure, Baron. I don't actually want to do that yet, do I? I need to do this, though. You know what? No. That's not going to make it. Oh, okay, we're here, okay. Ugh, morning. Hey, it's Mario. What's the matter with you? Oh, you were looking for me? We were playing hide and seek, and I got real sleepy. I figured I'd take a nap here. Nothing to worry about. Jungle's not so bad. I love the different experiences the kids have. Some of them quite literally have life-threatening experiences. Some of them take naps. Now, like all properly designed dungeons, this one has the ability to make shortcuts. So we can actually go straight back this way now, so that's nice. Let's head this way. God, I can't remember. There's an optimal way to do these, and I can never remember what it is. Should have watched the speedrun first. Whee! There are several reasons for it, the count. Put simply, there's a lot of behind-the-scenes stuff that indicates that there might be issues under the hood when it comes to the Pokemon Company and the development of the Pokemon franchise. So we'll see. But no, I'm not hyped right now. So a Piranha Plant character. Alright, so the first thing is I'd have him attack, his basic attack literally be him going down and then rising up from under the enemy. So he naturally couldn't attack flying enemies, for example. Speaking of lost and scared, literally just sobbing in here. There was a flower that spun around and I thought it was cool, so I got on it, and then I spun around and I was up here in the air and I ended up here, and I don't know how I got here, and it's dark and scary, and I wish I could find out. Thanks for coming to get me. Poor kid. My heart goes out to some of these kids. I mean, you know what it's like, right? It's not like they're evil. It's not even like they're stupid. They just literally don't understand how dangerous this is. Oh, it didn't work. Oh well. Hang on, Baron. Hang on. So impatient, goodness. So let's see. In a vacuum with nothing else to base it off of. Ooh, that sounds good, Bragon. What would I do with a Piranha Plant? Yeah, oh, I know, Sonic Doctor. Trust me. It was an interesting and varied mindset. We were playing hide and seek and I had to be it, but I couldn't find anyone at all, and I was wandering around, then I got lost, and the jungle's too scary. Poor kid. Honestly, yes, Fuzzy Duck. No pun intended to your name. But yeah, I do feel like they overused the fuzzies a bit in this game, especially considering, as you so accurately point out, they are an irritating enemy. Not a difficult enemy. There's much harder stuff in this game. But they are one of the most irritating enemies in this game. Okay, so... See, the problem is, usually when I'm designing a character, I design them around the story I plan to tell. And I have no idea the story of this theoretical Paper Mario game. I like the idea of the Piranha plant being... really, really shy. Like, to the point of basically having, not quite actual... Well, no, let's go for it. Let's having a legitimate anxiety disorder. To the point where the Piranha has trouble actually trying to talk to people or interact with people. And the majority of this Piranha's life, he's actually just kind of stayed hidden away in his pipe, right? He or she, gender doesn't matter. For characters like this, it's no joke, when it comes to deciding their gender, I usually do this. So it's a girl, there you go. So she's really, really shy. And, ow, come on. There we go. And she's... Basically, there's nothing... How do I phrase this? I like the idea that she ends up not joining... Like, in the particular chapter, you'd have to be fighting against other Piranha plants for some reason. Hi, tacos and burritos. Except, as you're doing so, you know, you find out that one of them decided not to go along with the evil plot of evilness. Not because she was a particularly good person, per se, just because she was, you know, too hesitant to actually show up at the meeting. Someone actually informed her of the meeting, where they were deciding that they were going to destroy the world, or whatever it is they're actually after. By the way, there's an enemy like that in FF7 in the Japanese version, Kay. I don't know if you're aware of that. Only in the Japanese version, though. And I think only in 1.0. Oh, son of a Submariner. Test O, I believe? Okay. Looks like a dog. You fight it in the coral prison. The desert prison. Oh, it was so scary. We were playing hide and seek and there was this weird plant and it trapped me here. Sushi, you were right. This jungle's really dangerous. I'm sorry I disobeyed you. Thank you for coming to get me. Notice the audio cue to indicate you got the last one. Nice touch. And notice they even give us a shortcut back, kind of. Anyway, so that's what I do with the Piranha plant. Sorry, moving on. Bullet Bill? I suppose I didn't mention... So they all get super abilities. So the regular attack would be this. I think the second attack, like the initial attack that she gets... I like that idea of the count. Let's have the second attack be just a fireball spit. Which doesn't do a lot of damage, but can set them on fire, which can then do damage over time. And, of course, it can target whatever. So as long as they don't have a shell, it can hit them regardless, even if they're up on the ceiling. And then the second attack, which they get off their first power-up, that would be... That would be the eat. That would be eating the enemy. And the way I would design it is, it would be based on the relative level of you versus the enemy. So really low-level enemies, it just eats them, they're gone. Medium-level enemies, it eats them, and then, you know, you gain a little bit of health. And higher-level enemies and bosses, it basically, she can't. She actually cannot eat them, so it just does like a bite attack. And then the mega ability would be summoning like a whole bunch of piranhas that all attack as one, as like an AoE attack. Again, ground-based. But I'd have that be piercing damage, I think, to make it, to offset it. Give me a minute on the bullet bill. Mario, old man, the village leader was just looking for you. I'd say he wants to thank you. He might tell you where the treasure is. Well, okay. Mario, I must thank you. You have saved the children of my village. I feel that no expression of our gratitude could be enough. You truly are a hero. We deeply appreciate your valor. Least I can do is this. So, come this way. Okay. What, Kay? I actually don't know what you're referencing. Legit. I think it was around here. Ah, yes, here it is. Jade Raven. Oh, cool. Whenever events beyond our control happen on the island, we ask the help of Raphael the Raven, the island's master. If anyone can help you reach the volcano, it's definitely Raphael the Raven. He lives in the depths of this island. If you place that Jade Raven into the statue of Raphael, the way into the depths of the jungle will appear. I haven't been to see Raphael since I was but a young Yoshi. I remember it was incredibly difficult to find him because the jungle's trees and shrubs cover the way. I'm sure you'll find the path. May all your wishes come true. Wait just 1 minute. You must have a heck of a story behind you, Mario. Why in the world would you want to go to Mount Lavalava? It's very hot, very dangerous in the volcano. If you aren't extremely careful and lucky, you'll be roasted to golden brown. But you don't care. You guys are going to go there anyways, and I do not approve of this. Uh-huh. Oh. Oh. You're going to the volcano because you want to save the princess from some bad guys? What a touching story. Ah, romantic stories like that touch a soft spot on this heart of mine. That does it. I can't let you go alone. Aye, Sushi will be by your side until the end. You needn't worry, Mario. I love taking care of others. If you plan on getting through this jungle, you need me anyways. Come on, Mario. The volcano isn't getting any cooler. Indeed. No, I'm going to continue to pretend I didn't read that, although I did read Korogot's idea. Alright, so let's go over here. Sorry, you'll notice once again that this is following the 3-act structure of most of the other chapters. You know, the good chapters. We have the jungle the first time, which is finding the kids. We have the jungle the second time, which is finding Raphael. And then we have the volcano. And each one of these differs in the way it's approached as far as gameplay and general difficulty, and the types of challenges we'll be facing. Wait, I've got it. Okay, so the Bullet Bill is actually a Bonsai Bill Baron. But he's a young Bonsai Bill. Like a child, right? And so everyone thinks he's a bullet bill, and he's like, I'm not. God. We'll make him a guy because we made the previous one a girl. Perfectly balanced, as all things should be. So yeah, here's officially the second version of the game. Or the second version of the section. And we can officially stop using Sushi for this part. Although, she does still have her use on several of these enemies. Obfuscation is the name of the game. And this is more puzzle-based than the previous section, too. Although there are still enemies here, but you'll notice several entire areas have no enemies in them at all. So, you know, that's kind of cool. So let's see. He's a bonsai bill. I mean, you've already given ideas for his attacks, so I don't need to cover that. I like the idea that he's a staunch Bowser loyalist. Not like in the brainwashed sense. Like, I like the idea that he is a way to add more characterization to Bowser. Because he talks about all the stuff that Bowser does that makes him a good king, right? You know, taking care of his people and providing and ensuring that, you know, the infrastructure is taken care of. You know, all the stuff that, you know, we've talked about before when it comes to the RPGs. Right, this section. Yeah, he believes in Bowser, not because he's brainwashed, but because Bowser has actually done a really good job of being a leader. And that's why he ends up joining the party, because what Mario is doing is for the betterment of Bowser and the Koopa Kingdom. Like, have him be part of a section of bullet bills that decided to migrate from wherever they were to Bowser's Kingdom, because, you know, it was going to improve their overall livelihood. So yeah, piranha plants, in addition to hitting hard and being difficult to defend against, they also can poison you. Oh yeah, and that's a white Magikoopa, aka a white mage. Those suck. So basically you're forced this entire fight, if you're fighting normally, to focus all your damage and attacks on the white Magikoopa as quickly as you can. Otherwise he'll invalidate your efforts very quickly. I also like the idea that at least one of the Bullet Bill's attacks basically is he turns red and becomes a homing bill. And that would be the piercing attack right there. That would be the one that just bypasses everything. No, really, it just hits the enemy and does its damage. Probably not a lot of damage, but again, completely ignoring defense. You notice Raphael's theme is just a riff on the actual jungle theme. And yeah, the ultimate would definitely be the full bonsai attack, as you already mentioned. One of the most useful badges in the game if you're playing defensively right there. That's Happy Heart, which randomly regenerates hearts every turn. He's Raphael the Raven, Guardian of the Jungle. Look at the size of this guy. He's enormous. I bet there's nothing he can't do. Doesn't he seem trustworthy? So, in typical Paper Mario fashion, this is a subversion. The great, ancient, venerated elder of the jungle talks like, "Oh, welcome. Sorry, I'm so surprised. I can't even remember the last time someone came up here. It's been a while. What? Oh yes, affirmative. I am the master of this island. Call sign, Raphael the Raven. If you have any problems at all, let me know, okay? Go ahead, out with it." Well, actually... Ah. Oh, you're Mario. Roger that. You can't find a way to reach the volcano, is that it? Yes, that is a problem. Not for me, though. I'll help. To be honest with you, I knew you'd ask something like that. I got a message from the stars, so I knew you were coming. I've got something exceptional to give you that ought to help you on your way. But that's for later. Right now, let's take care of that volcano problem, okay? Caw-caw-caw? Excellent response time, Ravens. You've got work to do. I'll brief you only once, so I want your full attention. And it must be done just as quickly as possible. Got it? I should hope so. Let's move, Ravens! They're so cute. Even though they have freakish feet, they're still cute.
Heave-ho!
Aye, aye. All right. Everyone ready? Now, Ravens, get to work! I mean, I'm terrible at humor, Baron, so I'd get someone else to do it. That's what I'd do. What's in places? Caw-caw. Finished. Roger that. You can reach the volcano now. Oh, top knot, really? It would appear we can enter the volcano, dear boy. What luck, eh, Mario? I shan't delay another moment. The ancient treasures are calling me. Onwards! I wanted to stab you like 10 minutes ago, okay? That Koopa, what a maverick, charging into the volcano. He's bold, I'll give him that. Bold and certifiably nuts. But enough about that. I wanted to give you that important item I was talking about. Here, take it. This enables us to power up our partners a second time. Over and out. Nah, probably Piranha plant at this point, okay? So, what I would probably do, Baron, even though I know some people would disagree with this, is I would set the game after Thousand Year Door. Don't mistake me, I like Super Paper Mario, but it doesn't fit anywhere, really. Not in the way it should. It fits in the same way that Majora's Mask fits with Ocarina of Time. Barely at all. This is definitely the entrance to the volcano. What do you say we explore deeper inside? The scenery around here is unlike anything I've ever seen. I wish we had time to inspect it. Oh yeah, and I'm going to shut up so you can enjoy the music for a second. Identified as Mario. Alert, report to boss. Alert, alert. I sense danger here. All adventurers are dangerous, though, so what of it? We must press onward to the glory of unknown treasure. And thus they tutorialize how the platforming works in this section. In fact, I'm honestly tempted to go and give the game another plus to gameplay. If nothing else for the two chapters that I really enjoy. This one and the chapter 3. Both of which do a lot of things right and work very well as far as I'm concerned for the little sections that they are. Now, there's not a lot of enemies in this place, but all of them suck. If you don't have the ice badge, which you get in the previous chapter if you remember, these enemies will wreck your face. Now, there is still a way around these even if you don't use the ice badge. That would be using sushi. But still, these enemies are mean. HP 9, attack power 4, and they're made of fire. So there's only so many things you can do about them. Simply by being a fire enemy, they don't take damage from most normal sources. Unless you happen to have the ice badge. With stuff added to it, Baron. Like get some tomatoes in there, maybe some meat, like some shredded beef or something like that. I don't know. So, Super Paper Mario Sticker Star, and Color Splash, like I said, don't really have anything to do with anything. They're just other games. But Paper Mario 1 leads pretty directly into Paper Mario 2. So I would have my theoretical Paper Mario game be... Oh, no, too early. Be a game that leads directly from Paper Mario 2 and deals with the consequences of it. So speaking of terrifying enemies, these guys have a lot of defense, and you can't flip them over the normal way because they have spiked backs. Paper Jam actually is directly connected to Color Splash, believe it or not. In short, the idea is that specifically the Mario characters from Color Splash are the ones that show up in Paper Jam, if that makes sense. But as I've mentioned, Color Splash isn't directly connected to anything, so it basically goes Color Splash, Paper Jam, and that's it. After or before, it doesn't actually matter, Baron, as weird as that may sound. So, take your pick. Oh yeah, these guys also recover quickly. The only way these guys don't completely suck is because of the fact that they have very low attack power. In fact, they have low HP, too. So, as usual, we see that the enemy design is still very intelligent. Only 4 HP and only 3 attack power. However, they do have that defense of 4. Try this again. So, this badge, which is only really useful here and in the last dungeon. Just want to show it off really quick. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Fire Shield. Makes the damage Mario takes from fire go down by 1. And he can jump on a fire enemy without issue. So basically you can do this or ice power. Or you can do both if you really feel like it. But the Fire Shield badge is arguably mandatory for this boss, unless you have a specific strategy for it. Or you're invincible like I am. I ripped my heart out years ago, so, you know. Come on. Paracarry still sucks. He's also used up to and including the last dungeon, so he really sucks. God damn it. So that's a buffer Magikoopa. Like I mentioned, there's several different types. Yeah. Unlike the healer one, you can actually safely ignore the buffer one for a while, if you think you can kill the enemies quickly enough. Which, of course, I can. I mean, one of the things we could do, Baron, is we could have the enemy of the chapter be a zealot. Probably not of Bowser. Of someone or something else. And then showcase the difference between the Bonsai, who is a supporter, and the zealots, who they are fighting against for that chapter. It would depend on who the enemies of the game are, though. And again, I wouldn't want it to be Bowser or his ilk at all. We've done that. Yeah, I think I am going to do that. So let's pause here really quick. And let's have infinite. So I'm going to give a gameplay plus. And I'm going to give a gameplay negative. Boop. No, okay. Stop being horrible. I don't mind dark, but don't go into horrible. I don't mind Mario having dark, just the same as I don't mind having, you know, Zelda having dark, or Kirby having dark. But then again, there's a difference between dark and horrible. You know, it's just don't go too far, you know what I mean? Just kind of, you know. I mean, Paper Mario 2 and Paper Mario 3 are both very dark games. But they never go too far, right? I think we're going to give a plus to story. This might be the second to last plus to story, admittedly. So we're at 5, 13, but I didn't give the negative yet. And are we at 13? Hang on. Nope, we're not. We need even more pluses. So there we go, plus 13. There. Okay. Let's make sure we're at the right filter. Which should be this one. Yep, we're good. I mean, if you want Geludo, I could just kill everyone. My finely honed intuition tells me great discoveries lie just beyond here. But there's this mysterious block in the way. Casses, what to do? Yes, excellent. Now, Mario, no time to hang about. Onward to glory! You know, this is going to sound strange. I just realized why I love the story of the second game more than this one. Hang on, I'll explain in a minute. It smells like treasure. Treasure, old boy. Make way. I'm going ahead. Yeah! I mean, I have a pretty dark sense of humor, Kay, but I mean, like I said, there's limits, man. There's limits. There's dark and then there's horrible. Yeah. So, well, actually, yes, Baron. That's a good answer. But the other thing I was going to mention is I want you to name something you enjoy that's a comedy. Show, book, movie, doesn't matter. Kind of, Blackwell. It's okay, I might mention it tomorrow. Maybe, I haven't decided yet. Don't mind me, Mario. Just investigating this floor a bit more closely. You go ahead. Oh, my aching. Ugh. I actually screwed something up here, so I do want to do this again. To turn Bragwin into the death machine that she is destined to be. Notice the visual indicator there. Become what you were born to be, Bragwin. The Office? Okay, decent example. I like how Baron is the only person who answered my question, by the way. Do I have one viewer right now? Come on, guys. So, in my experience, something that's funny, you know, something that is humorous or enjoyable, is still enjoyable on repeat viewings, but it will never be as enjoyable. You know what I mean? In short, the enjoyment factor goes down on repeat viewings rather than up. It's not like something that hits any of the other points, like something dramatic, or something, you know, powerful, or sad, or tragic, or awesome, or whatever. Which the enjoyment value can actually go up, rather than down. And that is ultimately why I think I like this game less than I like Paper Mario 2, story-wise. I mean, obviously, Paper Mario 2 is also a better written game, with more depth and complexity to it, but the fact of the matter is, it is also it has far more serious storytelling to it, rather than simply being what this is, which is basically a lighthearted comedy romp. And a lighthearted comedy romp is fun, but, I mean, it's never going to go anywhere. You know what I mean? Maybe you don't know what I mean. It's also possible this is just me. So, what the hell do I know? Nobody's even talking to me at this point. I'm starting to think I actually have my mic muted. Everyone's talking about Witcher. Sigh. I don't blame you. So this is the Mega Bomb. I actually mentioned this earlier. It's hard to fill up fully, but it also hits the entire screen, just across the board. And it's also defense-piercing. Although not fully defense-piercing. It is a stupidly powerful attack. However, it is still fully balanced because it costs a lot of mana to use. It's kind of like spam casting Meteor over in, say, FF4. It's powerful, but there's a lot of detriments to doing it. Honestly, you only bring that out when you really want everything to die on screen. I would say so, Baron. But Thousand Year Door also doesn't really try comedy all that much. Unlike this game, which is a comedy game. Super Paper Mario kind of manages a little bit of an in-between. We'll talk about that when we get there. But Super Paper Mario has a lot of fourth wall breaking humor. Including, well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Mario, wait a moment. According to the information I've gathered, the hidden treasure should be right around here, but I need to go a little bit further. Yeah, like Yakuza 0, that's actually a good way to put that. That's why I don't have a lot of story positives to this game. I can't think of any story negatives to this game. I've actually been debating as I've been going through it, and I can't think of anything that I consider to be actually detrimental to the story. Run! Run! Hey, Colorado, you might want to move. Colorado, you... He nicked me, old boy. Oh, my poor shell. I like how he's just, like... Like I said, I like Colorado. It's probably one of my favorite characters in the game. Close, so very close. My treasure hunting senses are simply going mad right now. My intuition tells me it's over here. Well, alright. You heard the man. Oh, huh? There seems to be nothing. Alas, even my finely honed intuition can be wrong on occasion. I shall not give up. Let's head back the other way. Perhaps the treasure is a bit deeper down in the volcano. No, Baron. I'll talk about him, or her, excuse me. But no, that is such a huge time chunk, even while cheating. Way out of my way. Like, the Master in this game? That's a joke. We just walk up and fight him. Bonetail? You have to go through 100 floors of a dungeon just to reach. Well, 99. Mario still approaching. Identified as searching for Star Spirit. Code red. Report to boss. Alert. Alert. Oh yeah, we're also not doing the super optional in Super Paper Mario, because that is a 200 floor dungeon. And far more boring, I might add. By the way, Piranha Monk? Just saying. You made it, Mario. You guys. Bad guys. Bad guys come to steal Star Spirit. Bad guys come to steal Star Spirit. Get hurt. Won't let it happen. No. We trap Star Spirit. We get Volcano. Volcano is ours. Good deal. We make things hot for you. We beat you. So, this boss isn't actually all that bad. Whoops. Oh, whatever. They blow huge fireballs and big flowers, yada yada yada. Oh yes, deliberate reference to Naval Piranha, by the way. This boss is still mean. So, I'll go ahead and show off how this works. By the way, you really need Fire Shield for this guy, unless you're going to wreck him. So when you take out his ads, they just go out of commission for a little bit, kind of like your own party members. They will come back after a few turns. So if you have any good AoEs, this is a great time for them. You'll notice they're very simple in their attacks, too. But the reason I say this boss isn't so bad is because this isn't the real fight. No, Phase 2 is much worse. Notice the music even changes. More health, on fire, and much worse attacks. This is when you really need those AoEs in order to be able to knock out those 2 ads, because if you don't, they will destroy you. Yeah, Sushi is also... If you've double-powered Sushi, that will help tremendously on this fight. I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't do that, however, because... I mean, why would you do that? Although Sushi is also helpful for the defense boost she gives you in this fight. You shan't fight alone! Colorado, to the rescue! Here! Ah! It burns, really! So sorry, old chap. That's all I can do at the moment. Good luck with all this. Bye! Love you, Colorado. So yeah, now they spawn even more ads. And they hurt much more. There's no shame in dying to this sucker, tell you what. We're gonna go and do another of these. This is probably the first boss of 3 where you really need to be leaning on the AoE firepower. Like, up until now, you can get away with not even caring about AoE, but you need it for this fight. Funnily enough, the other big AoE fight is Puff and Tough over in Chapter 6, I guess? 6 or 7. I can never remember which is which. Because I'm dumb. Oh yeah, if you hit him with ice, you stun him for a bit. So yeah, having the ice badge is basically... It turns this fight into much more palatable. Or is it Huff and Puff? God, I actually don't remember now. We'll get there, don't worry. Poor Piranha. He just wanted a volcano all to himself. Oh, that's that then. There's nothing between us and the treasure, eh? Let's go. Whee! Venturing deep into the steaming Mount Lavalava, Mario and his friends plucked the lava piranha and rescued the 5th star spirit, Miss Star, from a fiery fate. But the treasure Colorado is looking for is yet to be found. Where could it be? What's that? Something strange is going on around here. So first they cut off your way back. Mario, this way, we must hurry! You know, I've never actually failed this. I'm not sure what happens if you do. Let me save here. I'm actually curious. This place is shaking itself to pieces. This is not good. The treasure doesn't seem to be anywhere around here. Gads, where could it be? Ah, treasure! No, it's some sort of starfish? Huh. Maybe it's back down here. The adventure never over until the treasure is found. Yes, of course, perhaps the horrible fiery monster had it and was hiding it somewhere. Yes, that's it. I'll just run back and check. What's this trembling, then? Probably nothing. Kids with fireworks, no doubt. Now, after that treasure... That's lava, isn't it? It's coming near. We must flee. But no, the treasure's still here. I just know it. Oh my gosh, I feel a breeze coming from this obvious crack in the wall. Come on, game. I know how to blow up walls. Let's go. I mean, it's just lava. It's not going to cause... Ah! I'm actually really curious what happens here. Just kind of chill out for a minute. Come on. Come on, lava. You can do it. Man, they're really giving you a lot of time to get through this, aren't they? Look at that. In fact, it looks like it won't go up anymore. Ah, well. I knew it. At last. The treasure is right there. So close. Can't resist. Oh, by the stars, I'll risk my life for that treasure. No. My treasure. Okay, I'll admit, even back in the N64 games, that lava explosion was pretty weak looking. Meanwhile... Hey, Twink. How would you feel about sneaking out of here again? Shall we try? Peach, you've gotten so bold. Here I thought you were gentle and delicate. Oh, I'm delicate. I'm behaving like a delicate princess, just like the minister taught me to. I love to be delicate. Okay, I believe you. You're the princess. Anyways, let's go for it. Yeah, Peach is not delicate. By the way, there are precious few games where Peach is delicate, and most of them are the ones that basically have no story. Miyamoto. Anyways. Now that we have access to this area... Oh no! Oh, it's Princess Peach. How'd she get out? King Bowser's really gonna flip his wig if we don't take her back to her room. Hey, now hang on just a second. Get a grip on yourself, okay? No need to panic. She can't get out of the castle anyway. Besides, what do you think about asking Princess Peach to participate in our little game? She'd be ideal, and we need a third person. Yeah, you might be onto something. Okay, let's do it. Princess Peach, have you been listening? Come this way. We won't tell King Bowser about your escape if you help us with our little game we're playing. We're set up right over here. Okay, sure. Oh no. The most terrifying game a princess can ever be forced to play. A quiz show. Koopa Corps presents the 64th Trivia Quiz-Off. I'm your host, Mr. Hammer. Don't ask where the crowd is. Just don't. Let's get right to it. Hey, I'm going to ask you 10 questions, and the contestant who gets the most right is our winner. Press A when you think you know the answer, okay, folks? The winner will get a gorgeous, fabulous prize. Good luck to all of you. Oh, and I gotta tell you, we're also giving prizes just for participating, so everybody will be a winner. That's just the kind of show we are. Ready? Question 1. What's the name of the boss inside the volcano on Lavalava Island? Lava Piranha? That's correct. Let's go on to the next question, okay, folks? Question 2. Where did Master Huff and Puff imprison the Star Spirit? Flower Fields, by the way. That's Spiky Tom is his name. That's correct. Okay, next. Question 3. What is the name of the scary round monster living in Dry Ruins? It's a chump. You've still got a chance to make a comeback. Question 4. How would you get to Flower Fields? Alright, Spiky John. By passing through the Flower Gate. That's correct. Still anyone's game. Question 5. What's the name of the person who King Bowser really loves? Cammy Koopa. No, it's Peach. That's correct. Careful now. Question 6. What thing is most deeply related to Flower Fields? Princess Peach. Flowers. Next question's an easy one, folks. Question 7. What's the name of the most admirable, invincible, downright cool guy ever? Bowser. That's correct. Think carefully now. Question 8. What's the name of the ghost who lives in and around Forever Forest? That would be the Booze. Use your memory on this one. Question 9. What's the name of the area just to the south of the post office in Toad Town? That would be the Flower Garden. Hint, hint. Now for the final question. Stay calm, everyone. Question 10. Where is Peach's castle now? In Shiver City. No. So the 64th Trivia Quiz-Off has ended in great success. The winner is, wow, our unexpected guest, Princess Peach. Congratulations, Peach. Here's your prize. Jamming Jelly, also known as the best jelly in the game, restores 50 flower points. And you can cook with it. Thank you for coming, everyone. It's been grand. We'll see you at the next Trivia Quiz-Off. So winning is optional, and it gets you the jelly. But no matter what, you get this. Which won't come up now, but it'll come up next time. I think. Yep. This is amusing. Huh? What are you all doing? Hey, it looks fun. I'm gonna join in. What? You already finished? Oh, of all the rotten luck. Now, I know I've already hammered this point in, but this is the kind of person Bowser is. He sees his soldiers playing a quiz show game, and his first thought is, I want to join in! And he's actually sad that he didn't get to do so. Sorry, Princess. Yeah. Oh, woe is me, my beautiful treasure. Listen to you. No treasure in the world's worth more valuable than life. Well, I mean... Just think, the Grail. I could have the Grail. Sorry. To think, this island was put in terrible peril because of the meddling of Bowser's men. I think it'll work out okay. The eruption will subside, and Lavalava Island will be just the same as it used to be. But... Dear Mario, you've saved 5 of us Star Spirits now. Just a few more to go. My name is Miss Star. Let me help grant you power that will help you along. You can now use Smooch, which is a big heal. I have to go back to Starhaven for now, but if you need me, call me anytime. Bye. So what do you think, especially you, Fuzzy Duck? Was this chapter as good as you remembered it? Like, going back through it? And then I get saved and yelled at by some sort of blooming great starfish. Yes, but not quite as cute, Cloudy. Now, you might wonder why we haven't cut off yet. I know, nobody's talking, Baron. It's weirding me out. Whenever my chat is empty, it always makes me feel weird. I don't know how to describe it. I guess it's just not a popular game to talk about. I was worried that we would have nobody really present during the Paper Mario run. Even though, you know, plenty of people put money towards this. So we're going to grab this. The volcano vase. And I think we can grab this now. I hope so. Maybe. If not, we can get it in just a minute, because this is the next area. Flower Fields. Also known as one of the worst chapters in the game. So, yes. I'm right. Apparently, Platty, nobody's talking today. It's okay, I'm not a priest, you may talk to me. And now, oh Lord, give the people, the audience of this stream, voices that they may talk to me. Look, Eddie Izzard's amazing. What do you want from me? Oh, Mario, good heavens, it's the treasure. How on earth did you... Well, I suppose that's of no consequence right now. You're giving it to me? Ah, you're giving it to me. Oh, glory, marvelous. Dear man, you are quite simply the cat's meow. Cheers. Yes, I suppose it's only proper I give you this as thanks. A bulb gave it to me while I was off exploring. I'm sure it's quite valuable seed, but I'm not interested in it at all. N64, Sir Frosty. Now that I've got the treasure, I proclaim this adventure to be a complete success. What a stupendous expedition. It'll be forever recorded in the history of archaeology. Well, old boy, let's away. Back to Toad Town with us. Now, you notice I haven't cut off yet, because we're not actually done with the chapter just yet. We got one more thing to do. Joza. Funnily enough, I'm actually all out of Joza at this point. And I don't know how to make my own. Well, well, certainly took your time, huh? Let's head back together, shall we? Whoa. Yes, I did it. I swam all the way. Alright, Mario. I'm gonna give you a beating you'll never... no, wait, where are you going? Wait up! Come back here, you chicken! Shoot! Oh, I'm sure he can, Baron. Poor Junior Troopa. This is actually my favorite second favorite Junior Trooper fight in the entire game. I'm not going to say which one's my favorite. I want to savor the moment for those who haven't seen this game. Thanks, Mr. Fish. I mean, Whale. Thank heavens we've arrived. Now, tuna ferrying is one experience I shan't do again. Cheers for the ride, though. I am in your debt. For now, I'm heading back to Koopa Village to relax. My wife must be waiting for me. Perhaps our paths will cross again in the future, old boy. Cheerio! See you around, Colorado. I will never swim again for the rest of my life. Colorado's referenced in Thousand Year Door several times, but not actually in it, no. Oh, Mario, you're mine this time. Oh, God. Here it comes. You'd better be ready. And he's at half health. Because of the swimming. Because he's so worn out. He's referenced in the first dungeon, he's referenced in some of the side story stuff, and he's referenced in Luigi's stories, yes. So he's got spikes, wings, and he's flying. Now, this is actually very smart gameplay design-wise, but basically this is the beginning of Junior Trooper starting to be a legitimately difficult boss fight. And this is not the end of that either. He will get even worse further on. So, if you notice, if you've been paying attention, he's kind of our tutorial in the various mutations in the enemy design that I talked about right at the beginning. In his case, he's in the air, so he can't be hit by ground attacks. He has defense, so you need something to pierce, and he has a spike, so you can't jump on him normally. At this point, you really have to start thinking about how you're going to beat him. Now, there's actually several ways to do so. I happen to have the spike shield, so that's the easy way through this. But yes, the half health thing ensures that you don't have... Basically, even though this is a boss that kind of comes out of nowhere, you're not completely taken by surprise. And you do get a full heal before doing this, simply by beating the previous chapter. He still flies, but now he has a spike in his head. It'll hurt if you jump on him. He seems tougher. Lucky for us, he also looks pretty tuckered out. He should be tired. The little guy swam to Lava Island and back. So, attack with an item or from a distance. He is also vulnerable to Zap Tab. Oh, I don't have to imagine it, Baron. We do that later. I'm just going to have him do nothing. But yeah, no, that would honestly be pretty bad design if they just sprung this fight at you with 40 HP. That would be mean. Like, that would actually be unfair game design, I would argue. You know what? Now that I think about it, I have wings. If I'd just flown to the island, I wouldn't have wasted my HP. And I probably would have beaten Mario in no time. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Also, you can do this, if you feel like it. You can do this just forever. We're not going to do that, of course. What we're going to do is chop off.